Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here with Let's Play Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. We are back. So last time we learned what the game was, and Jesus Christ, I'm excited. It looks gorgeous, the music is awesome, and it's also a type of gameplay that I never would have predicted a game would be. People are talking about sauces here. I hate creamy sauces. That's, if you're wondering what this is, that has nothing to do with Ghost Trick above me. Yeah, we're talking about creamy sauces, and I hate that. Goes to Italy and honestly, Italian food is probably some of my least favorite. Like, there's a couple, like, I fucking love lasagna, but like pasta in general and creamy sauces, ugh. I have nothing specifically against bolognese. I just find it incredibly boring. That's what that discussion is above me there. Anyway, we're starting from this time frame. Chapter 4. I think we decided last time that 3 chapters a stream is probably a good way to do it. But I also don't know how many chapters there are. I don't want to know. And we'll have to see. Bechamel, that's the one I hate. That's my least favorite one. That's the one that I hate the most. I couldn't remember what sauce it was that I fucking hated. Bechamel sauce. Makes me want to die. Let us start from here. 8:23 p.m. Boink, boink. Changing a person's fate's no easy task, especially when their fate is death. Oh, Cecil. Oh, Cecil. Damn. Spoken like a true noir detective there. The scene at the other end of the line is pretty much what I expected. All except for one thing. Oh, she's already gone, I imagine. Yeah. She's already gone. No, Lynn, hang in. So I gotta do his voice, but also I don't know how to do his voice while he's in distress. No, Lynn, hang in there, baby. So it just doesn't feel like it takes the moment seriously. Looks like some piece of trash shot her from the top of the pile of garbage outside. Here, let me take a look at her. Maybe there's something Oh, you're the one who spoke to her before. You got burn on the head. Sorry, I can't allow that, pigeon man. I investigate and you superintend. You have your job and I have mine. Let's leave each to each other. Let's leave each to his own profession, shall we? Carbonara's theme is great. It's groovy. Just like he is when he has to have the most over-the-top animations ever. Yeah, well, here's what I think. How much of a pro can you be if you let her get shot right in front of you? Wow. Anyway, have it your way. I'll stay out of your hair. Pigeon man. Slowly walking over. Well, I feel like that's an important bit of information to be aware of. Whee! Just, oh my god. This game just wants to show off as much as possible. Stay out of your hair, get the head. Oh, there's the kid. Doc, what took you so long? Quit dragging your feet. You just shot at me. Now let me have a look at the victim. None of these people get along, I'm noticing. There is not a single person in this group who gets along with one another. I haven't even looked yet, but I can already tell you she's dead. Her second death of the night, actually. Fuck. Alright, we're at the phone, right? So we did get some new info here, so we might as well check that while we're... Oh. We might as well check the info once we've got it. Like, after she found the little girl in her apartment, I'll strike her again. Hitman is after her again. She's a detective, apparently. If we get new, I gotta give him a mind of when that pops up to say new information, so I can actually check on people. Oh, she's just not answering the phone. Okay. I thought I read these ones, but maybe I didn't save it after I read these. I thought I read these ones already. These people, the detectives, I probably didn't. Member of the police is investigating my murder. His partner is Blue Detective. He works under Inspector Carbonella. Green Detective and Blue Detective. Nice. Member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner's... Okay, the Green Detective and the Blue Detective. Got it. Oh, the Blue Doctor. Apparently a colleague of the detective. He's examining my corpse. There's something off about him. Yes, he has blue skin, which is a trait that is familiar. Lanky and loose lawman. The head of the Special Investigation Unit. His name is Carbonella. Apparently, he's the group's investigator, looked up to by his men. He seems to dance through life. He has some kind of special tie to Lynn. But I love how the animation on this screen is just him going for it. Just absolutely rocking it. Detective with the cap. Up. There we go. Works under in Cabanelli, performing a stakeout from the park. An odd man seems to be bothering him. Guardian of the park. No other way to describe him except the man who is bothering detective with the cap. His mission is apparently protect the park. And of course, Pigeon Man, superintendent of the junkyard. He apparently also lives in the maintenance building. A man who loves and is loved by his pet pigeon, or at least that's how it appears to be. The pigeon's also blue. Twitter was the real villain all along, obviously. Blue equals evil, apparently. Look, I'm just saying the hitmen and the two villains that we saw inside of their fancy as fuck place were all blue. Dubba dee, dubba die. It's a bit racist. That's the game doing that. That's the game suggesting that. Green detective and blue detective. Clearly the most important characters. Now, one of them's gonna be the murderer. Everyone's evil. That's how I'm doing this. Blue Lamp, aka Evil Ray. Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we have a very evil lamp here. Okay. Ghost. Alright. Turn on and, oh! So we can do two ends of this thing to do the same things. Okay. Okay. I don't want to say... Okay, cool bonds. Like, I know you come from Monster Hunter. We don't do spoilers here. I already said... I saw you say, I can't wait until someone's introduced. I don't want to know things. There's literally a tag at the top there that says no spoilers. Like, I remember you doing this in Monster Hunter. Please don't do it here. Especially here. Way more here than Monster Hunter. I didn't see what you said, but I saw wait till character is introduced. I get you're excited, but do keep in mind, I don't know anything in this game outside of what I've seen, and I'd like it to stay that way. Alright, turn on the light. It was about as effective as I thought it would be. Did as much as I thought it would. Alright, swivel around. So we gotta get to a body first before we can even, do anything. Okay. There's also something on the top there. So we can go to here. Okay. Might as well examine the notebook while we're here. What's up with this blinding pink notebook? We might even be able to check it because it's not even open. Somebody stuck it behind the briefcase at a haphazard angle. Oh, it's stuck behind there. Maybe it's the superintendent's way of tidying up. Interesting. Okay. So we've got a bag. Whoa! I didn't mean to go down that far. Oh, that's like a loading zone between areas. Okay, I'll just unload her. Hey! Hey! Is she unconscious again? Yeah, she is. Unconscious this time as well, eh? Where am I? Oh, shit, she's awake this time. She's coming too. What happened to me? Excuse me. Are you ignoring me? Sorry. I'm still not used to talking with dead people, you see. Way to break it gently. Dead? So I'm dead, huh? Try as I might, I can't seem to remember who I am. She's starting to remind me of me. Who am I? Everybody seems to call you Lynn, if that's any help. Lynn, huh? Pretty cute name. And apparently you're a detective too. So does this help? Like, I'm wondering if that's a trend. If telling a person who they were will like trigger something to make them remember. Because I'm pretty sure that's what happened with Missile, right? When we mentioned something, he immediately just went, my mistress, like immediately. Detective, you mean that super cool kind of cop that solves crimes and upholds justice? Sounds like a pretty subjective description, but yeah, that kind of detective. I appreciate that Cecil's just like, kinda, sure. Sure, I guess. Hey, wait a minute. Are you starting to remember something? There's no time to lose. Whoa, wait. Wait. Has she remembered herself as the wrong person? Is that possible? Do they just take on the form of who they think they are, or is something unusual going down in this town tonight? Yeah, I certainly won't argue with the really unusual part. That's not your face, you know. Take another look. You're the dead one? Oh, right, of course. It'd be pretty heinous if I did. It'd be pretty heinous if I looked like this, I guess, wouldn't it? don't know if heinous is the right word. I don't know how much it helped. I mean, not a lot. There we go. There, now this is more like it. Something really unusual is going on in this town tonight. Could it have anything to do with my death, I wonder? Tell me, what is going on in this town tonight? Don't ask me. Wait. This could be big, actually. Because we still had the ability to speak to Missile after we saved him. After we saved Missile, we could still talk to Missile. Like, after we changed his fate and spoke to him. So if we save Lynn now, we may actually be able to work together on this. Not that I was working together with Missile, but you know, as cool as Missile is, he's only so helpful. But if she's also actively looking into it, oh shit. Shit, we might actually be able to like partner up and like work together with this. Don't ask me. Huh? I can't remember a thing. I think it's probably because I'm dead. What would we be then? Some kind of ghost trick phantom detective? God, everything's so confusing. Can't you do something? You're asking the wrong guy. But I got some things to ask you about. About me. I'm looking for the answers to the questions. Who am I and why was I killed? Do you know anything that might help me? The only thing I know right now is that my name is Sissel. Your name is Sissel, huh? I think so. It rings some kind of bell anyway. I think I was killed tonight while I was meeting with you. So you must at least know me. I think. I was meeting with you? Yes, in the junkyard outside. Or like you were shaking us like, I mean, either you happened to come across us and we were both called here separately by something, and then you just saw someone die so you ran over, or because we still don't know exactly. I mean, I say not exactly. We don't know any reason why we're here. Yeah, it's coming back to me. I remember now. I knew it. I knew you were the lead I needed. But I'm so sorry. I don't think I can help you. Why not? Because I don't know you. Fuck. Yeah, okay. What do you mean? I thought you said you remembered me. No, I said I remembered something. I remembered the fact that I don't know you. No way. Fuck. So why were we both there being killed by someone? So I died, huh? Yes, apparently. I'm very sorry. How could this have happened? And after I just passed my test finally this year. Aww. My exciting career of catching the bad guys had just begun. Now look at me. Why do I have to go and die in an old junkyard like this? Poor kid, the shock setting in. And so I told her everything that happened tonight. About ghost tricks, possessing and manipulating objects, and about going back 4 minutes before a person's death. I was several years and years and years away from retirement. This actually isn't the first time you died tonight, you know? You already shot and killed once before tonight. And you saved me? Yeah, you know that giant wrecking ball that fell and crushed that dude? Yeah, that was me. That's right. You don't remember? She doesn't seem to remember dying the first time. I think when we... like, she never came to consciousness in any capacity there, so she doesn't remember that. Because Missile, even after we saved Missile remembers dying. But he was conscious, so... Yes, I do think I think I do remember something like that happening. Vaguely. Yes, I did get shot by a blue man dressed in all black. Or maybe she, like, kind of remembers. Like, maybe she was starting to come to at the end. I don't know. Several days away from negative retirement. I guess this means that even if a death is erased, the memory of it remains. Oh, that means you're gonna remember the pain of it. Ow. So I died twice already tonight. Wish I knew what to say to her. Guess I'll just have to wait until she recovers a little. Hey, I bet there's some kind of record, don't you think? At least you're optimistic. At least you're optimistic. Yeah, you're probably right. Looks like she's pretty much recovered already. So you don't know me, huh? Nope, wish I did. So do you suppose we're just two strangers who happened to meet tonight? No way, I don't think it was any accident. Why in the world would I be out here in the middle of... way here in the middle of nowhere for no reason? I was asked to come here tonight. Okay, yeah, she was like deliberately called here. Asked to come? By who? Can't you kind of guess where this is going? You're kidding, you mean... bingo! By you. Oh dear God. I asked you to come here, but why? That's what I was gonna ask you. Why did you ask me to come here tonight? We're out here in the middle of nowhere. You gotta be kidding me. It goes without saying that I don't remember. She remembers more about her life than you do. Like, so far, you're just the only one who can't remember goddamn anything. She described her shooter as blue. Did she do that? Oh, yeah, no, yeah, blue before, yeah, no, right, in her first death. I thought you meant this time, no, in her first death, yeah. It means there's not just an active choice. There are people with natural blue skin walking around in this world. Yeah, they're all part of whatever the villains are. Based on, like, a little information, like, a little comment that they made about technology, I'm gonna assume they're, like, immortal. Or something like that. Everything's so confusing, can't you do something? Lynn, I'm not saying you owe me or anything, but I have a favor to ask. What is it? In the next 4 minutes, you'll probably come back to life. When you do you think you could try to find out about me before tomorrow morning? Who am I, and why I was killed? That is really cold. Jelly, I'm really sorry, but I can't make any promises. Why not? I don't remember very clearly right now, but I think I was investigating a case tonight. A case that is very, very important to me. So even if I come back to life, I don't think I'll have time to find out anything about you. Actually, now that you mention it, she has a ponytail that is, like, up and pointing forward. Her ponytail points up and forward. So the thing is, she says she's investigating in a very important case and she doesn't have time to do this. So why did she come out here to meet me then? Gravity is inverted, but only for hair. Fuck. I know that's a terrible thing to say to the person who saved my life once already. I'm really, really sorry. I see. It's too bad. But I'm afraid I'm still gonna ask you. Ask me what? That thing's supposed to be a rooster comb? It looks cool, either way. Ask you to save me. Even though I probably won't be able to help you. I know it's selfish of me. I really apologize. But I just can't die. Not yet. Not like this. I'm investigating something important tonight. I think maybe that might be the reason I was killed. But I still want to solve the case. In spite of all that, I'm getting this impression that, like, half of the deaths in this are just going to be her dying over and over again. And it's just going to be us from the afterlife just, like, helping her slowly unravel everything. Like, she just gets killed at every opportunity and we just constantly save her. Every chance the case is going to be related to you anyway, knowing that, these games. Well, I feel like it has to be. Because otherwise, why would we call her out here? Why would she come out here? Like, if it's so important, the case that she's investigating, why would she come here? Like, if she doesn't have time for us, kind of thing. Am I out of line? Didn't I tell you a minute ago you don't know me? Huh? I'm certainly not going to treat your life like some kind of bargaining chip. I'll save you. What you do after that is up to you. Hey. Thank you. So you ready to go back? Back to 4 minutes before you got shot? Alright. Have a little drink. Splash like a bunch of water directly back into my face upon taking the drink, because I'm a fucking genius. Alright. Killer Queen bites the duster. JoJo references. Let's go. Alright. Lynn's second death. Met him back in time now to rewrite her fate. Faced with those circumstances, she could have just lied and promised to help me. But she didn't. That's when I knew I could trust her. Alright. Maintenance building, Super's office. Oh, she's reading the book. I have a bad feeling about this. So do I. Yes, sir! Oh, and she shoved it back there. Oh, I'm just an innocent detective. Is everything okay? Oh, I was hungry, so I was trying to get something delivered. What? Don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. You should leave jobs like that to me. Is chicken alright? One chicken dinner. Oh, that's okay. I'm not feeling very hungry anymore. I'd like to go back to the station for a minute, though. You would? Oh, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Inspector Carbonella's on his way. He'll be here in a minute. Ah, there he is. Whey! God damn it. They just want to show up with him in every single fucking capacity. Evening, patrolman. Good evening, Inspector Carbonella. So, nice work. Now do me a favor and take a little patrol outside, would you? That's a nice fella. Yes, sir. There's a lot of moving parts with people here. Yo, how's it going, baby? Inspector Carbonella, what are you doing here? I thought the Special Investigation Unit had an important top secret assignment tonight. What does that matter at a time like this when my Lynn's in crisis? I appreciate it, sir. Oh. Wait a minute, did you just say crisis? Don't tell me I'm being suspected. Suspected of shooting that pointy man, head man in the red suit? I mean, I've never even met the guy before. Never, baby. Oh, well, before tonight, I mean. He asked me to meet him here. He said he had important information about the big case I'm working on. So either we did or we lied. What were we doing before this? He's the one who contacted me. I see, but it's funny, isn't it? I took a look at the list of cases your station's handling right now, and I didn't see you listed as involved in any big cases. What are you doing? You know I don't suspect you, baby. I'm just trying to clear things up. You're not the type to ever shoot anybody. Hey, who knows you better than me, baby? You know, if anything ever happened to you, I'd never be able to look him in the eye again. Who? Inspector Carbonella, I'm gonna ask you a question. Yeah, and what's that? And I want you to answer honestly. Is it tonight? Is that when it's happening? I have no idea what you're talking about, baby. Get down! Oh. Oh. Jesus. So how the fuck do we stop this then? The dude with the sniper rifle actually used it as a sniper rifle this time. How the fuck do we stop this? Board up the windows? It seems to me that baby is indeed under suspicion. By Inspector Carbonella? No, he's not like that. Just for the record. Did you shoot me? Me? I would never do anything like that. Anyway, it looks like the hitman fired from outside. I mean, if we get them to move out of the way first, that could help that. But if the guy's still up, like, we need to deal with him at some point, surely. I imagine him missing one bullet's not going to make him just give up. Like, we stopped the other dude by crushing him with a wrecking ball. Be able to prevent the bullet from coming in, though. In any case, let's just give it a try. Our 4-minute game. Alright. Bites the duster! Alright, so we're starting way down here. You know what? I have an idea. The guy who shot me's outside, right? Looks that way, yeah. Instead of trying to stop the bullet once it gets in here, wouldn't it be more fun to go outside and stop the guy who's shooting the bullet? That's a long distance we have to cover, considering how a second long-range wrecking ball. JoJo references. It'll be the stand from the end of part 5. Thankfully, all gunshots are instantaneous deaths in this world. It would suck if she had shot and then slowly passed away at the hospital. Yeah, that would be like the worst, where it's just like 4 minutes before death. They're bleeding out on the hospital table. Don't know if I can do anything about this one, sorry. So the guy's shooting the bullet. Fun, she says, with eyes gleaming. Oh boy. You can use the telephone to move around, right? That's right, and I know the telephone number to the junkyard payphone too. I don't want to get shot again. You know what they say, about 3 strikes and you're out. As long as you don't become a ball player, you'll probably be safe. But a telephone thing's a good idea. Maybe I'll give it a try. Oh god, I feel like some of these are going to get incredibly complicated if we're jumping distances on the phone mid 4-minute timer. Alright, so we gotta go. Oh, we'll read what she's thinking. Oh, okay. Reading what she's thinking was what triggered like the next section going. Okay. Okay, so during this entire scene, you know, I'm gonna restart from the beginning just so I don't have to watch all this. I'm just gonna quickly jump back so I don't have to watch them do the whole talking thing again. I didn't realize that looking at her speech bubble would like start the timer. Oh right, I gotta go into ghost mode to actually do this. Okay, oh yeah, there's very little I can actually do in here. Move this just to see where it goes. Just to see what's over here. Examine a microscope. What could this be? Looks like a giant nail clipper. You think so? Do you know what it is? Why'd you have to ask me? Couldn't you see I was looking away evasively? Huh? It's one of those sciencey things that scientists use. How do none of them know what a microscope is? Wonder if people like us don't have to know what it is. You're a detective. I don't remember what science is. But it's apparently something Lynn doesn't like very much. And I get it, yeah, him not knowing it, that makes sense. So silly. Photos. Alright, let's look at the photos. These pictures are old. What are they of? Little fragments of rock? Yeah, a bunch of geology stuff that they're investigating. This is the junkyard dude. He's investigating the trash that's here. Fragments are glowing. Do you know what these are? Sorry, but I've lost my memory. Probably not the best person to ask. That's okay, I was only being polite. I didn't really think you'd know. Ouch, this lady's tongue can be sharp. I can hear what you're thinking, remember? I know. Good one. The writing in this game is so fucking good. The writing in this game is so fucking good. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Holy shit. These two bounce off each other really well, also. These two bounce off one another so well. Oh my god. Alright, so we can go down here. Okay, there's a... So, yeah, the phone's over there, so I can't even reach that. So let's go back down here. We never actually investigated down here before. What the fuck is all this going on down here? Can I move the camera? I think I can only move the camera in this. Ah, okay. Enough time's passed that I can do that. This is automatically going. Oh, it might be a case of now that the clipboard's there, maybe now I can reach the phone. Maybe. Because we can only reach, like, the body and everything before... Where the fuck are we? Oh, Picture Man's down here. Okay. I can't even see anything down here. Yeah, I can't reach anything down here. I can't get to anything, so go back up here. Can I use the notepad? I can use the notepad now. Hey, let's go. What's up with this blinding pink notebook? Oh, that's mine. Isn't it adorable? Hee. Why isn't your adorable notebook in your pocket? I panicked, okay. Don't you shove things in the bookcase when you panic? And not behind. Who are you calling anyway? It was personal business. Okay. Okay. As effective as before. As effective as before. Alright. Let's dial this and just see what happens. That's funny. What's the matter? Cell phone doesn't seem to be working right now. Usually telephone lines glow red, but it's dark right now. What? Apparently in this 4 minutes before death world, we can't just use the phone lines whenever we want. Oh, so they don't get this complicated. Damn. You're kidding, right? As long as the lines are closed like this, looks like we can't go anywhere. That just feels like a... I don't know, this doesn't feel like it has like an actual reason for it. But okay. But I want to stop that criminal! So what's up? I was gonna move... No, I'm gonna move this and see if the dude notices or says anything. Ghost logic. Does ghost logic need to have a reason? Well, so far stuff does. Like you can use telephone wires to travel because you're just tricking along the wire the entire time. So why can't we trick along the wire now, kind of thing? Aha! We made a progress. That's Lynn's notebook. Hey, wait a minute. We got her busted. I thought she was practicing a dance move when I came in. There's no connection, but the phone's on. But he called on the phone. Do you want to win a chicken dinner? No, that was definitely suspicious. No question. I better report this. Wonder if I can make a call without her noticing. Okay, so we can connect through here. Okay. What's up? I've been watching Lynn just like you told me to. And I noticed something suspicious. You did? So Inspector Carbonella was right. Carbonella does suspect them. She was hiding a notebook when I came in. Her notebook, eh? Yes, sir. In a very suspicious manner, and in a very conspicuous place. Anything else? Let's see. It's pink and it's a notebook. Anything else? Let's see. Kind of think of it. She was using the phone when I came in too, and referring to her notebook. Okay, someone will be over later. Don't let on any you noticed anything. Doing a dance because she was pretending to be Detective Carbonara. I like how Carbonara is now just his name. I like how his name is now just Carbonara. Hey, look at that! The phone line's glowing red. Oh, it needs to be in the middle of a phone. Oh, that's what it is. Maybe the idea is that you can't trick a phone into making a call that it didn't make in that 4 minutes. That would make sense then. Phone line's going red. I bet it would work if we tried now. I bet you're right. Detective he's talking to is outside the junkyard. And that's where the horrible hitman who's after me is too. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we can't... So when we're just not in that time, we can force the phone line to make a call to somewhere else. But in 4 minutes times stuff, because like we're reliving events, we can't make the phone call do a phone call that it didn't do kind of thing. Okay. You can't trick a phone, but you can trick a fish. Close enough. Oh no, I want to go there. Oh, I'll go there. Oh, I'll go there. I'll fucking go there. Think I won't go there? I'll fucking go there. I've been waiting for you. Hi, Ray. Eek, what are you? A desk lamp? Sounds like an old grandpa. Old grandpa. Just call me Ray. Grandpa Ray. You just have to get the grandpa part in there somewhere, don't you? We're souls. We can choose any appearance we like. Then why are you choosing a lamp? I mean, not shaming. I'm just curious why. Which means you have no intention of showing us what you really look like, right? Oh, you're hiding. Now then, about that gunshot that took your life. Ugh. I heard it way up on the upper level, a scant few minutes from now. Hitman is probably getting his rifle ready right now. Alright, I'm going in. I'll get him with those ghost trick thingies. I'm very sorry, young lady. But you don't have those powers. What? Why not? I'm afraid I don't know the reason. But only a special few have the powers of the dead. What, are you saying I'm not special? That's not fair. Anyway, we don't have much time. Come on and hop in. There. Thanks, Ray. Alright, Carbonara, you're running away. Carry on, boys. Oh, this is... We were actually... We were here beforehand. Now that I think about it, yeah, because we heard the gunshot back here. So, yeah, like... Yeah, this is the meeting that we saw them have before. Okay. Okay. Horrible Hitman, that's after me is upstairs, isn't he? Yes, apparently. In other words, we can't stop him if we stay down here. Let's go then. I'm not really big on the idea of getting shot again. Alright, now I can't interact with them in any capacity, so might as well start jumping over here. Hey, Sissel. I do appreciate how frequently we just possess our own body in this, just as a stopgap to get to other places. Alright. We've done this before. Oh, things are already in place for us. Because we just left it from last time. Nice. Oh, no, we want to turn on the blender first. There we go. Hey, my corpse. Bye, corpse. Here we go. This is cool. I like how you use like tricks that you've already done earlier to just be like, oh, that's how we travel around, because you literally solved this puzzle before. That's cute. Well, we made it. Now it's time to hunt down that horrible hitman. He must be around here somewhere, preparing to take his shot. There isn't a lot of time. Let's try to find him fast. I'm gonna make good and sure he understands what happens to people who point guns at others. There's a gleam in her eye that's absolutely blinding. Very, very little we can do here. So we'll just have to turn off the light. Which... Oh, no, this is what we're doing. Does he have anything on him we can trick, or is he going on his bike to go over a few steps? No, he's going on his bike to go over a few steps. Whoa! Jesus Christ, he's fast! He's fucking fast as hell. Whee! Yeah, let's go. Barely any distance, and he still took the fucking bike. Like, god damn it. God damn it, Carbonara. I hate how hot this room is. This water's already warm. Oh, God. It's not even... I was about to say, it's not even that hot. It is still 29 degrees. It's just like, it's not 31 or 32 like it's sometimes gotten here. I want cold water. I need to go back to doing that trick where I lay a bottle of water half, like, on its side, half filled in a freezer. So when you take it out, it's just half a block of ice. Then you fill that with water, and then you have incredibly cold water because it's next to ice. And then as the ice melts, that water's still going to be touching the rest of the ice, so it remains cold for a really long fucking time. It's just the freezer in my fridge isn't cold enough to freeze water. I have a weird fridge. Alright. Whoa. Oh, shit! It's a bad freezer. So, okay, but like, so what happens is I've got like a mini fridge in my room. because like there's a proper fridge out there, but I go through a lot of different liquids and I want cold fucking water, so it's in there. So the freezer is a metal tray that like takes up half of the top shelf. That's just like a metal tray, like solid metal as opposed to like the glass sheets that go in, and then it has a little thing at the back of that that's like colder than what the rest of the fridge is, but it's still completely open to the rest of the fridge, so it gets a little colder than the rest of the fridge. So it's like a little colder, but it's not like freezing temperature to freeze water, and it's so annoying. It's a heat sink. It's a heat sink, but it works in reverse. It's just a cold area of the fridge. It was advertised as a freezer. It was advertised as a freezer, but it's not like a separate door that you open to a freezer. It's just a colder section that is metal instead of glass, so it doesn't freeze things. The only thing it's cold enough to freeze is itself, because it's still completely coated in ice, which I desperately need to clean out. Had a whole lot of bottles this summer when my AC quit. Also took frequent cold showers. Yeah, but my hair takes like 6 hours to dry, so I can't have showers that frequently. I see my target. Time to go to work. I'll be head of the Hitman division by next month now for sure. Hitman division, Lust Quattro, JoJo references. Why is there a spotlight on him? I think that one might be a cinematic thing and not a real spotlight on him. Horrible Hitman. I think his name is actually Tango, but that doesn't matter now. As I'm investigating, noticed the trench-coated blue sniper above the vehicle because cops are bad. I don't think you need much more of an explanation than that. We have to stop him from shooting. Fast. New info's been added. We do not have time to read new info. So we can't even reach anything else here. Okay. Open the door, get on the floor. Ah, now we're at the top. Okay. So we have spotlight, and we can pedal this. Okay. I imagine this will blind him. Also, no one's looking at him right now. He's a blue man. He's a blue man. I feel he would stand out. All right. Get blinded. Yeah. Gigo seems to be a lot more competent in comparison now. Well, I mean, at least Gigo was able to catch his gun multiple times. We just flashed this dude once, and he's just like, ah. Why not possess a gun and trick it to shoot a bunch? We already did that. We already did that one though, investigating my cops. We put a stop to that shot at least. We did it! So I'm safe now, right? Well, that changed your fate a little, but we didn't avert it completely. We're not done yet. Now we don't know how you're going to die, but the dude's still here, so it's still entirely possible you'll die. Blue man with gun wearing stereotypical mafia clothing is not suspicious. Not at all. Not at all. Hitman's a professional, and he really, really wants to be the head of the division, apparently. I doubt blocking a shot here, here and there is really going to stop him. If you want to rough him up a little, I promise I won't put it in my report. Let's think of something else before he gets a shot in. So now, hey, and time refilled. So now where is he? Because this is the issue. I think he snuck in from the back of the junkyard rather than like walking on a 2D plane. There's still cops who are keeping an eye out for stuff. They're still bad. I mean, we can pedal this. It's just I don't see anywhere else to go. Ah, it doesn't do anything now. Thing is, where is he now? Wait, was that a text box? Ah, we can go on the cop's nightstick. There we go. Walk back. There we go. Hardcore, where's Waldo? There he is! Okay, now come on. Okay. Anyone who wants to argue that the cops aren't blind, I would like to point your attention to what is happening right now. Literally on the same level. Sure, he's not directly in front of the other guy, but like he's over to the side and that's it. Like, the cops are idiots. If I want that position, I have to be careful of even the least bit of lie. Division head is my ambition from this year. Next year, my motto will be, If I want to be directed, then I have to be careful of even the least bit of scandal. These hitmen are very interesting. If I want to shoot that person, I should stand here. Oh, where was that wind? It'll be fine, don't worry about it. We're just going to show him off everything. It's night and he's blue. He is hard to see. He also has a giant gun. He also has a giant gun, though. So it sounds like he won't show up in spots where a light is on. Ah, well, fortunately, there's a spotlight directly above his head. And next year, I'm going to spread some nasty, scandalous rumors about him. Yeah, no, the cop's just actually trying to play it cool so he doesn't get shot by the hitman. The cop totally sees him, and he's just like, if I don't acknowledge that I see him, he won't blow my head off instantly. Alright, flashing light, turn on, leave it, examine. I can turn on the cop light, but I'm going to do this one. Oh, hello, citizen. I hope you're not going to do anything bad with that gun. Carry on, sir. Bam! Ah! Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. One of the lights went out. There are 3 lights here altogether. Apparently, we can't have all 3 of them on at once. We're just going to go in circles over and over and over again until one of these motherfuckers spots him. That station is crazy cheap when it comes to electricity. Just so another detective could see what he was doing the other day, I had to pedal my bicycle in place to work the headlamp. Pedal the bike and we get enough electricity. Very sad tale indeed. Sounds like they're taking things way too far. Okay, well I can't even reach it. Oh, that is the other spotlight. Yeah, there is another spotlight way over here. What happens if I turn this on? Whoa! Hey, did you turn on that flashing light on? Wasn't me. Went off all by itself. Scared the heck out of me. Well, just make sure you lay off of it. Don't want to waste any electricity. The thing's gotten that tight. It's pretty sad. They're really putting the squares on us lately about using too much power at sites. A whole fucking little side thing about how we're wasting too much electricity. They won't even let us use all of our searchlights at once. Oh boy. We ought to be free to do at least that much, especially on a dark night like tonight. Ah, the idea of activating the spotlight is that it brings everyone over. You know what? I'll be in range. Nothing happens. That's funny. Full sleeveless for swinging the crane arm around. I like to swing that horrible hitman around. She's very vindictive about the man that killed her. I think she has some anger she needs to let go of. This crane. I wonder if there's some other way we can use it. Oh, come on. Oh, you bitch. Whoa, 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 whoa. Was there anything else over here that was like a thing? No, not really. Oh, never mind. So we've got that spotlight we can turn on. Is there anything else that's over here that, like, he's in reach of? Oh, there's, like, a whole bunch of shit over here he's in reach of. So you can work out her angry issues while she's back to being alive. That's fair. To be fair, if I was mad, I'd be pissed, too. So... Can't believe you'd hold a grudge like that, honestly. Honestly, cannot believe that you'd be so intense about holding a grudge. That you'd, like... be angry at someone for murdering you while you're back in time and it's still possible they might murder you, honestly. Oh, if we erase this. Whee! Nice. I was like how the cops was like, what the fuck? Alright, we have the container. Ooh! Whoop. Whoa. I don't know if I should have done that. I don't think I should have done that. I think that might have been a bad idea. That might have been a bad idea. I think the idea is we might need to use that to get back down later. But for right now, I don't have access to the crate anymore. Yeah, I don't have access to the crane anymore because I can't reach it. And I wouldn't even be able to reach the thing at the top. I think I'm going to rewind time. I'll rewind time. Save myself some time. But at least we know that's how that functions. Alright, we drag this down. Now we just got to wait for this two to come back. Come on, reach. No, it's not gonna reach. A little more. There we go. This is such a cool concept for a puzzle game. It really is. Like, for a puzzle game, this is such a cool concept. Like, it just requires you to get an understanding for how your environment works and just navigating it in these really interesting ways. Like, it's really cool. Boop, there we go. And then that one goes out. Oh, actually, I have an idea. We can't have all three on at once, but the other one's on. What if we just turn that off? Because I don't know if the gunner is gonna appear where that one is. Or it might be possible where that one is, we want him to appear there, so we've got to turn on the other two. Drop a thing on his head. We'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna go back down here. Oh, I was about to say, am I not on there? But no. He's just moving over slowly. Okay, let's turn this one off. Wait! Are you gonna continue walking over that way? I'm thinking I should wait for him to walk back to the other side, turn on the other one, and then come back here and see if he appears here. Because, like, I can go up to the top and lower the other thing, but I don't know if there's any need to do that right now if the other guy, if the hitman's not actually here right now. So I'm gonna wait for him to go back, and we'll just do some swapsies with the other guy. Oh, I think to get the other guy over far enough, we have to do this. Wing! Yep, he's over there! He's over there! Fuck! Go! Go! I saw him up there. I mean, I don't know if he'll take the shot early or if he'll only take the shot when time runs out. Yeah, there he is. Bam! So now we're gonna go back to the other side. Yeah, he may not take the shot until time runs out, but yeah. Something that so consistently is happening is, I think the length that you can reach is longer than what it is. Ah, there he goes. There he goes. This is quite a distance from the target, but I can't work under a spotlight after all. Never mind. A shot like this is nothing for a man of my skill. Mr. Division, it seems like dark, gloomy places. I'd be happy to throw him in a dark, gloomy cell. Come on, Sissel, get him. Hold on, when did I become her assistant? No, god damn it. While they were talking, he started walking back. They have pills for that? What, anxiety? Every time. Do they have unique dialogue? Hey, I told you to lay off that thing! And I told you it wasn't me! Uh-oh, I think I might know what's going on here. This is the work of, you know. What? Hey, shut up, you're creeping me out! But you know as well as I do, the only explanation for mischief like this is Inspector Caponara! Extending your range, it's gonna be a power-up. We're gonna have a skill tree, and one of the things that we can choose is to upgrade the length of our ghost recruit. So they tell Tails as though he's a ghost, eh? But Inspector Carbonara is really a very nice person. Yeah, sure. God, imagine this game had a skill tree. I know, what, like, perfect way to ruin it, right? Whee! So I think the idea is, there we go. Hey! Hey! They think the inspector's trolling them. I mean, look at the way the dude moves. Would you think that? Did you hear a scream just now? I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Nobody said it was. There. We found a nice dark spot for our gloom-loving hitman. Just imagine Carbonara hiding near the car, constantly turning the light on and off. He's just giggling to himself every time. There's a pool of red. No, it's fine. He bleeds blue as well. It's fine. 2 murders solved with murders. Hey, look. Out of the 3 murders we've avoided, we've only solved 2 of them with murder. So it's fine. I think your debt has just been erased. Again. Fate averted! Ayo! Nice. Nice. I also appreciate that we've used the same crane to kill 2 different people. Just collecting bodies in this junkyard. Well, they're already going to the trash, so it's just useful. I mean, the guy you murdered did murder the last 2 victims. Yeah, so, 2 murders, 1 stone dead hitman. I don't know. Why not, I wonder? Huh? Why don't I have powers like yours? If I could do things like you do, it could really help pursue my case. You gotta be dead for that. You're not dead now. We're only the special few, huh? It's not fair. Same thing the little doggy said too. Well, I'm jealous of you, actually. You are? Why? You're alive. Because your life can be saved, even if you die again tonight. Foreshadowing. I can save you with my ghost tricks. Nobody can save my life, though. Oh. His powers of the dead. Why have they chosen me? Will I find the answer to that question tonight? Sissel, I'm so sorry. Well, you're free to do as you please now. I guess this is goodbye, detective. Will we ever see each other again? If you ever want to see me again, all you have to do is die. Okay, got it. I was kidding. She's just like, shit, something happened like 2 minutes ago that I desperately need to know. But it happened over there. Well, Sissel! Well, guess we better be getting back to the present. Back to the present. The worst spin-off of that. Lynn has escaped death for a 2nd time. But that doesn't mean she's out of the water yet. Yeah, if she's still gonna be investigating this, I mean, these hitmen really seem to want her dead. So, depending on how many hitmen there are. I've got this funny feeling she might be at risk again later on. Again, watch her be over half of the fucking people that we have to do. Sorry, Kevin, I have to discuss this case with my subordinate. Pulls out gun. Jesus Christ. I better go see how she's doing. Can we see the body? No, damn. All right, ready? Ready? Woo! Wee! Now we go down. There we go. There we go. Now we head back down here. There we go. Ah! The flag reaches over there. Anything to say, Ray? I can't talk to Ray. I can't talk to Ray. It's kind of weird that the package was picked back up. Who did that? The package? Which package? Which package? I didn't notice any. I'm not sure what we're referring to for package. Whee! The one that squashed the dude? Oh, how it lifted back up? Oh, we just lifted it back. We wanted to see the blood and gore of him underneath there. To, like, really just enjoy the fact that we did it. Well, it looks like congratulations are in order. You erased yet another death. But I haven't gone any further in solving my own mystery, though. But that woman holds the key. Don't forget that. Lynn, huh? Now that she's alive again, she'll probably still be detained in the Super's office. Show me how to pursue a case without the freedom to move around. Better go back to Super's office and see her. That sounds like a good idea. Ray definitely knows way more than, like, he's saying. But we might learn that later on. Or we won't. It was all stuck to the top in the box filled with tomato sauce, so no one suspected anything. Clean off our hands. I was gonna wipe my hands together, but I'm holding the DS with another one, so yeah. That's not the button, it's trick. There we go. Can we just go anywhere right now? Can I actually just go anywhere? Can I just go wherever the fuck I want? Most of these are optional content you can miss. Oh my god. Oh, I definitely need to do this then. Can't go get that chicken dinner. So, I want chicken dinner. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Emma was right. Maybe it was a snake I was ever born at all. Sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. But wait a minute, if I'd never been born, Emily wouldn't be here right now. It's gotten to the point where I don't know what my mistakes were. What defines a mistake anyway? If something isn't right, does that make it a mistake? I'm out of here. Trick time. I'm leaving. Oh god, I feel like this game's gonna take way longer for me to do now that I know there's this shit I can do. Whee! Nice. Nice. So how many, it's just flavor text, and you can't actually progress the plot, but you know, it's fun. Well, the game has great dialogue, so I want to see shit, right? Oh, we can literally, I was about to say we can check in on the villains. No, we can't. Can we go check in on, damn it, okay. Okay, so it's worth checking everywhere to see if you can go somewhere. It's worth just checking everywhere. Okay. I feel like I've already missed dialogue then. Okay, so essential dread, dude. You're not dead, so I don't need to help you. Remember Lynn's apartment phone broke in the fish tank? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because this is why I had to go into this one, right, yeah. Looks like novels are still taken up with a prime minister. Yeah, I'm so thick in this room, it's enough to make your eyes smart. I think I better leave before the air suffocates me. Trick time. Yeah, and they keep everything out of the way, so I can't do anything. Okay. Yeah, she's just right. She's just tappity away. Park and Super's office. Actually, we've never even been to the park. Can we go? We've never even been here. Might as well check it out, see what we can do. The entrance to the nearly deserted park. Detective, who was ordered by Carbonara to perform a stakeout, is nowhere to be seen. Maybe he's in the restroom? It's one hell of a fancy van they've got here. I wonder if that strange young man followed him in there. Calm down, Cecil. Calm down, Cecil. I feel like this van's incredibly fancy because I might need to ghost trick my way through it at some point. Just a funny idea. You also missed listening to the conversation the guy had with the chicken dinner place during the trip to the past. Oh, if I grabbed the phone while he was calling chicken dinner? Oh, damn it. Damn it. Ah, damn. Can't even investigate the leaflet. Damn. I'll be honest, playing through this game, I didn't expect it to have, like, hidden content, but now that I'm realizing I can do this, yeah, that totally makes sense. Damn. Damn. Hey, it just gives me a reason to replay it at some point, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to try and, like, get all of the dialogue that I've already missed for LP purposes or anything like that, but hey. I decided to go back to the office where Lynn was being detained after a long time exploring. With her changed fate, her story was sure to change too. And maybe that would lead us in some new direction. But remember that I just That I just actually want a chicken dinner at this point. Oh, goodness. I actually had a chicken bowl earlier this week. There's a new place that opened up in the food court. It's got poke bowls. I think that's what they're pronounced. And it was like chicken and rice and miso mayo, which was fucking delicious. So now I want to make poke bowls at home, but like with like fluff and stuff. If you did say you would have acquired location for chicken place, go check it out now too. I know, that's what I'm sad about. When you said I can listen into it, I would have got the phone number for it. Damn, that's it. It's really cool that you can go and do these little that there is these little bonus things though. That is cool. All right, let's see what her new lead is. Now Lynn's alive again. I wonder what she's doing. She said she was investigating an important case tonight. Could that be connected to me in any way? Why did you call her out? Then. I mean, asking Sissel's going to be useless because, you know, he doesn't remember anything, but hey. Continue playing? Yes. I mean, this game does have chapter select. Again, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go and do all the chapters so I can get all the little extra bits right now, but just make it easier to like go and see all the extra content that I haven't seen. Again, I don't know if I do that for an LP. I don't know if it's that worth it, but it's nice to know that I can do it. When Lynn lost her life for the second time, she was being detained on suspicion of my murder, but I saved her, hoping to solve my own mystery. Living creatures can choose to live their lives in one of two ways. They can either submit to their fate or they can try to change it. Lynn is definitely in the second camp. Sissel, were you a poet at some point? As soon as I got back to the junkyard superintendent's office, this fact was really brought home to me. Fool! We told you not let the suspect out of your sight. Did she fucking run away? Oh my god. My apologies, sir, but I never thought she would run away. Lynn's our angel. I mean, friend. I mean, she's like family to us. Angel, friend, or family, they all run when they have the chance. Okay, do you think this dude has some fucking hang-ups? Jesus Christ. I think just maybe. Do you have any idea how many years it's been since my wife ran away? Damn cold head. Very sorry, I had no idea, sir. You'll never make detective at that rate. Now find Lynn. Yes, sir. If Inspector Carbonara gets word of this, it's all over. Oh my goodness. This game's incredible. This game is so fucking good. So a red-headed detective escaped, did she? But I just barely saved her a few minutes ago. Ooh, she's fast. Well, I guess I'll look around for leads. Alright. Evil lamp. Actually, we did get new info. We'll check it while we're here. Apparently I was Lynn to meet me at the junkyard tonight, and I was trying to make a deal with a mysterious old man. New info on her. Detective looking into a case tonight. She was arrested of suspicion of my murder. She says she doesn't know me. No information there. Oh, the other hitman. He followed Lynn to the junkyard, but met with an unfortunate accident. I was really hoping I'd go into this and just say his wife ran away. Damn. I was really hoping it would say that. Typical cop. Oh, I need to fucking screenshot that. I need to screenshot that, and any single time there's something online about a cop being a piece of shit and just doing something, just reply to it with the picture of typical cop. I guess he's one of the policemen investigating my murder. There are so many of them, I can't tell them apart. I hate how my hair does this right here. Like, it's constantly going into my peripheral vision, which is already terrible to begin with, especially my left eye, so it's just this annoying thing on the side. I don't know, like, this side doesn't do that. Like, it does it ever so slightly, but on this side, it's just like, it goes down, just goes... Like, God damn it. Remember, you can check the phone book info too in there. Does that just give you a list of the places you can go? Oh, it gives you info on them too. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, it also gives you info on them. Thank you. The place where I lost my life. It appears to be a junkyard in the outskirts of town. The police have begun their investigation and have deemed my death a murder. The office in the junkyard maintenance building. Lynn has been detained by the police here. Junkyard superintendent apparently lives here too. Lady Red's apartment. An atmosphere with a strangely thick atmosphere. The woman in purple lives here. It's a world apart from Lynn's apartment next door. Lynn's apartment. Lynn's home. A little girl and a small dog apparently live with her here as well. Because the little girl dropped the receiver in the fish tank, front line doesn't work. A music box was hidden in the ceiling. Words are so fucking hard. Oh my god. Office of the troubled man. A stately office that gives off some cold, heavy air. A man sits alone, tearing at his hair in anguish. Park stakeout. Park where the detective with the cap is performing a stakeout. An odd fellow who claims to be the guardian of the park is here too. And luxurious parlor. A mysterious room. The mysterious old man who stole my life and his equally mysterious underling are hanging out here. The room appears to be equipped with many mysterious devices. And overly flippy, flashy shit absolutely fucking everywhere. Alright. Close the spout lid. Sorry. Boop. Wait. Will that do a thing? It is cooking on the stovetop. No? Damn. I was hoping it would, like, eventually just explode, because it's just, like, building up steam. Lynn's notebook, sad and forgotten, sits behind the bookshelves. Who could she been calling on the phone before she hit it here? I wish I could find out. Knock it off the wall somehow. That wasn't here. Who brought the kettle in? That wasn't here before? Well, you're gonna cook a chicken dinner. You want to have a nice cup of tea with it as well, right? Oh, I want to get another thing on the roof. There's no need for me to do that. Alright, shove this over. Whee! Oh, hello there. Hello there. What's up? That old pigeon man. Do you suppose he's carrying out some sort of research here? Look at all these precision instruments and complicated devices. Pop's just standing there. What? What are you doing? So I think maybe this is how Lynn escaped. Through here. She jumped in the garbage chute? She couldn't possibly fit in that tiny little elevator. Oh, I don't know, sir. Lynn is pretty slim. Oh, don't you know that women can make themselves appear slim through fashion? To this day, I still don't know how much my wife really weighs. Hey, at least yours is around here. I'm very sorry. I had no idea, sir. You'll never make detective at that rate. Not without a wife you want to complain about. Anyway, where is that old pigeon man? Oh, him, sir? He went through the door behind me, sir. And Pigeon Man locked it because because Twitter is holding the key. Apparently, the door leads to the basement, but it's currently locked, sir. These instruments, they're all very suspicious. You better keep your eye on that old man, too. Yes, sir! What, we're suspecting the old man of being the murderer, too? You're just suspecting everyone. Pictures of little fragments of rock. Oh, pigeon guys, I'm just strange. There's some wall decor. I like how just every time you're in a new situation, examine stuff, there's some new dialogue to this shit talk about it. No idea what this instrument's for. As a matter of fact, this whole desk is filled with things I've never seen. I know I've lost my memory, but still, that old pigeon man seems like a pretty strange guy. Nothing else I can reach around here? I guess I'm gone. No, nothing going down here. I mean, we can use this to go down the bottom there. Whoa! Did you notice it move away? Everyone is murder, everyone is guilty. I just want to see what he does. Oh. I could swear I just saw this thing move. Don't tell me. Could it be? It sensed tension between me and the detective and moved to get away from it? That was an unexpected tangent. I'll never make detective at this rate. Why do I need some sort of achievement? A feather in my cap. If only I can find a helpful lead, that might do the trick. A helpful and blightingly obvious lead is staring you in the face right now. Oh. Typical cop. Okay, before I do the obvious lead, I just want to say... No, Pigeon Man is still down here. What's up? Might just be time to clean this room up. But will that close the matter? Her appearance here, of all places, and tonight, of all times, I hardly think it's coincidence. Interesting. How many ghost streaks do you have to see before you just go, okay, junkyard's ordered, I ain't doing this? For this particular cop, I don't know if there is indeed a limit. Sorry, can we remind him this is here? Oh, hey, he grabbed it this time. This is Lynn's notebook. If I give this back to her, it might spark something between us. Hey, calm down. Calm down, buddy. What to do, what to do? This is a very complicated matter. Ah, Green has noticed. Calm down, I want to date Lynn. Look, she's a girl with like orange red hair and she's in a giant coat. Like she has a cute aura about her. What have you got there? What, this? Oh, this is wait a minute. Is that? Yes, sir, it's Lynn's notebook. Notebook, eh? Come to think of it, there was a something about that in the report. Something about her looking at her notebook and making a phone call. That's Snatch. This must be it. The telephone number with the big circle around it. Aren't you curious to know who she was calling? I really am, sir. I'd like to know. Oh, but I don't have any ulterior motive for wanting to know, sir. No, sir. No, sir. She's a bit too self-destructive, though. Do you think that stops me? Do you not think that's like part of the appeal? This number might be an important lead. I better check it out. She was calling for a chicken dinner. She just really wants chicken dinner. Beep pop 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 beep pop pop beep pop 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 beep pop beep. She did already died 2 times in one night. Yeah, wasn't her fault. All right, jump on the phone. Chicken dinner place. Hello, to who am I speaking, please? Where are we going to? Yes, hello? Damn, way bulkier outfit for this dude. This is a criminal investigation. We need your cooperation. Hey, I know that voice. Is that you, Detective McCall? Oh my god, we got her name. Oh, is that Officer Bailey? What's up, sir? You don't usually call this late. Oh, did you get a call from one of our detectives, Lynn, earlier? From Lynn? Yes, I did. She calls every night. Maybe she, senses it's about to happen. Did she say anything special? No, not really. Is something wrong? Yes, well, I might be contacting you again if I have any other questions. Okay. She was calling another cop. Useful lead. I mean, we can now go there, but... Hey, we got a phone number. I'm gonna file the report down at the station. I need you to be vigilant here. Excuse me, detective, but... What is it? That notebook. Would you mind if I gave... Oh, never mind, sir. Just stay on your toes. Bye, notebook. Bye, notebook. And I guess there's nothing else for me to do here other than run away! Alright, to KMR 2675. Oh. Alright. So this is just another cop place. Boop. Just immediately like sitting backwards on the chair like a cool guy. What's that call about? I heard you say Lynn. Oh my god. I don't really know. If I take a guess though, I would probably say something's going on with her. Ha ha ha. Only place in the world where nothing is going on is inside your brain, Bailey. Ah! Oh my god. The animations in this game, they're just showing off. They're just showing off. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I know what the words mean. That's not what I'm asking. That was my way of expressing indignation. Putting it in the form of a question. I just hope Lynn's not doing anything crazy. I'm a fan of hers, you know. According to my log, Lynn has been calling here nearly every night as of late. So let's see. This is the place Lynn took all that risk to call, eh? What exactly is this place? The animations, I swear to God. Really fan of hers. What's up if she died twice? It's oddly specific there. Oddly specific. Okay, so we can go let loose the memo. Examine the monitor before we start fucking with things. Screen shows rows of tiny rooms. Rooms are really, really small. You can see right into them from the outside. I suppose you open bars get the room's area, but I wouldn't want to live in one myself. I wonder where these little rooms are. Oh, are they like managing a prison? It might be that. All right, let loose the memo. Whee! Catch. What's this? Look, that I wrote down my duties for the night, so I wouldn't forget any of them. You can't keep them in your head. It's like you have a ton of duties after all. This little brain power. Ah! What are you talking about? Were you the one who just said nothing was going on inside my brain? Didn't think you'd take it in quite that direction. Ah! So let's see this important to-do list of yours. 9 o'clock. Take prisoner C38 to the telephone room. They are at a prison. Okay. Yes, he just made a request to use the phone a little while ago. 9 o'clock, eh? That's when Lynn usually calls. Well, we can't let her talk to him tonight. Rules are rules. What is going on? Oh, poor Lynn. Sure wish I could comfort her. Ah! What do you think you're doing? That's my important duties memo. That's okay, I've got it all memorized for you. Well, it's your duty to guard the telephone room, you know. Let's make sure you do your job when the time comes. Why does the telephone room look so shit? Why does it look like you do horrible things to people in there? Jesus. Phone call. Oh, I should probably. I'm just in the trash now. Should probably do this. Because it's a prison and that's what prisons are like. Yeah, but that's like the fancy part of the, that's the prison where like where the officers and stuff are. I would expect to be a little bit more done up than like where they keep the prisoners. Oh, I guess they bring the prisoners in there. If they need to call, they call from here. Oh, Lynn's calling again. Hello? Lynn! I'm sorry, I don't have much time. Please let me talk to him. I'm sorry, detective. I can't do that tonight. You can't, but you always let me talk to him before. Well, the telephone room is already reserved. That's why. The prisoner telephone room, so it's gotta look shitty. Fair enough. Oh. By the way, is something going on with you tonight? What? Why do you ask? I got a call from one of the other detectives a minute ago asking about you. Oh, really? Well, I don't think it's anything important. Officer Bailey? Do you think you can keep this call just between us? Even if only for tonight? Well, oh. Well, I gotta go. I'll call again tomorrow. Interesting. Alright. Oh boy. Well, I guess I better call the detective division. Calyx 7. Hold on there, Bailey! What? Don't tell me you're gonna report that call from Lynn. What else can I do? It's my duty. Just write it down on one of your important to-do lists. And then I can wad it up for you and throw it away. You mean, you want me to keep quiet about it? Well, isn't that what she asked you to do? Well, yes, but tonight is kind of a special case for us. Can't you make a special exception for my Lynn too? Why? Okay, there's so many things going on now where it's like, tonight is the night for like so many different things. Like, there's a whole lot of build up that tonight is the night for everyone. So it's like, Jesus, okay. Special case, alright, you win. New info has been added. I mean, there's nowhere else in here I can go. Nah, nothing in it. Might as well see what Sissel's thinking. I don't know what they think is special about tonight, but for me, it's my only night. Lynn's on the other end of that telephone line. I better hurry. I mean, fair, but we're also gonna do this. Everyone's horny for Lynn, and she's everyone's daughter. I don't like both of those things being true at once. I don't like both of those things being true at once. I think for everyone, she's one of the two. She's one of those. Yeah, she's one of them. Navy blue square. He sits at his desk in some office and appears to be working. These guys all wear the same uniform. I can't tell them apart. Any other info on anything? Hey, info on uniform men's office. Is this some kind of office? Men wearing uniforms appear to be working. Or maybe not working here. No data on unknown place. Alright, we'll trick off. We'll trick off to track down Lynn. Hopefully we can talk to her. We could talk to Missile afterwards, so I'm hoping we can talk to her. No! No! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Fucking hell! These people really want her dead! These people want her dead so fucking much! Holy shit, immediately! Immediately! How did someone get her? Fucking hell. I felt what you were saying earlier. I might be right. I might be right. Hey, Sissel, just wanted to check in. God damn it. Why couldn't it have been me instead? I'm not used as a police officer. It should have been me. Looks like she's dead. We better not touch her. Who did this? Who shot Lynn? I feel like this is going to be a soon enough time. Like, I feel like 4 minutes ago isn't even going to be long enough back that it's like, it's going to intertwine with the other one that we just did. Hey, excuse me, mister. You talking to me? This room. There are any other exits beside this one, are there? Do you see one? Huh? Then how did... We must have one of those mysterious locked room murder cases on our hands. Oh god, it's Danganronpa again. Oh god, it's Danganronpa again. One of those cases where the murderer vanishes into the air in a vacuum. That's... Okay. Just go find a real detective. I'll keep watch here. Yes, sir. I mean, the immediate thought is that it's one of them. The immediate thought is that it's one of them. What a terrible turn of events. So now a locked room murder, eh? Things never get dull for our redhead. I mean, yeah, locked room stuff. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, there's a way up there, but you need to be some kind of ghost to do that. I know of a certain inspector who might dance around the thought of a mystery. But no mysteries for me. No way I can rewind time and talk to the victim myself. It's time to get back and see the truth behind this murder with my own eyes. Where's the phone here? Oh, it's literally right there. So this is... Yeah, this is downstairs from where we just were. So she totally did sneak in through this. Haha, I died again! For fuck's sakes, Lynn! For fuck's sakes! Oh my god! Oh my god! I thought to be a little more grave under the circumstances. Look, it's the third one. I get a free sub now, right? Yeah, where's her afterlife punch card? Oh my god. Yeah, well, this is the third time after all. It's scary what a girl can get used to, don't you think? If you can get used to dying, then yeah, that's fucking something, I guess. Frankly, the way her mind works is a whole heck of a lot scarier to me. That's why I consider her a bit self-destructive. And that's a cool thing. It's not her fault. How did this happen so quickly? Like, did we not murder the other dude when we flattened him with a pile of crates? What happened this time? Who shot you? I don't know. What? I'd like to know myself. Who could have done it? Who shot me? What are you asking me for? Oh boy, I guess I'll have to find out this for myself. She stepped out of bed, so yeah. God, just steps out of bed, just like gets shot immediately. God damn it. Also, so far every death has been by shooting. I guess the idea is that it needs to be something that can be explained as being instantaneous. So we have a single moment to stop things. Just have to go find out for myself. Okay, you just go do that. Hurry along now, Lynn. Lynn, I swear to God. I get the distinct impression I'm being used here. Okay, it looks like it's time to go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. I swear to God, if I get to the end of this 4 minutes and she offed herself to talk to me, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be mad pissed. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be so bad. So mad. It did not take me 4 minutes to get over here. Come on. Yeah, so he's here. How long has it been since I locked this room up in darkness? Once I thought the truth could be discovered in darkness. Maybe it was just that the time wasn't right. What is this dude's deal? I bet exactly where she gets killed just to do something for film. Oh my God. Whoa! Damn, Lynn! Fucking acrobatic as shit! And by the way, nice bird just doing the poof. Dialing and traveling on the phone line takes a while, I guess. I guess. You had a couple steps. You didn't need to slide. It would have taken... It would have been... Okay. He hung up. You literally called downstairs. You're all the laziest motherfuckers around. Hey! The kettle is a thing. It is a thing. They couldn't show off the animation. Yeah, we saw him from the top. We didn't see him from down the bottom. Okay, fair enough. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh. Oh. It's literally a Rube Goldberg machine. Oh. I mean, it makes sense that after all of this, we get a literal Rube Goldberg. That makes a lot of sense. That's the truth behind our locked room murder? So then I have two questions. Is this just a trap that Pigeon Man has set up? Or did someone else put that in this room? And if it was Pigeon Man that set it up, has he just had this set up for a long-ass time? In case, to get to off anyone who starts to getting, like, fucking up with his shit? Or was it just purely accidental and, like, she just happened to do it? Because, like, he just... Like, was it a trap that's set for anyone who comes in here? Or was it specifically, Lynn's looking into shit? I'm gonna do this. That's the truth behind our locked room murder? So the murderer was a mechanical murder machine? Murder machine? When I came into the room, it was pitch dark, so I turned on the light. That must have been what set it off. The murder machine, I mean. Can you please stop repeating the words murder machine? That old pigeon guy must have made it. But why? What could be the meaning behind this weird room? And I'll have to find some way to stop that creepy machine. Once Cupid fires his arrow, it's all over. I guess I can't ask you to move out of the way while you're just watching this. I mean, she was just watching it all happen. I don't think she expected it would be resulting in a gun shooting at her. It was a trick about shit on lamp when she had, and when he was in there, he had a lamp and it was dark. He did, yeah. Well, that's what I mean, because he talks about how he locked up this room in darkness, right? So, because he's saying, how long has it been since I've done that? So my question becomes, which I obviously don't want answers to right now, because the game will probably tell me, like, did he set this up to specifically get Lynn? Or is this just a thing that he had set up for a long-ass time in case anyone starts investigating his research? Or did he specifically do this to get rid of her without anyone knowing that it was him that did it? Again, don't want to know the answers, but these are the questions that are going through my mind. Because it's clearly Pigeon Man who set it up. Alright, trick time. Well, we've only got one way that oh, we gotta wait for you to move. Oh, we're gonna waste so much time even just waiting for you to get over here. Fuck. Trick the body. You know what, Sissel? I think this death might be easier to prevent than the others. Why is that? You know, because the murder is mechanical. She has a point. I can't manipulate living creatures, but I can manipulate the machine. I just gotta figure out how to stop it. What if we fire the gun early? Like before it's not even aiming at them? When the 4 minutes ago me turns on the light, that's when the murder machine is set into motion, apparently. Looks like the key to solving this one is understanding the Rube Goldberg machine. Yeah, they said it! They said it! They said it! Oh, I can read his thoughts. Yeah, see, because he's saying how long has it been since I've done this? What else can I reach in this room? There's also a trap door in the floor. Oh. That doesn't help me get anywhere, but... Oh! When it goes off. Whee! I can't get anywhere in that kind of... Okay. I love the way she just let this open there so quickly. How did you manage to cram yourself into that tiny elevator? I've always liked small cramped places. You were yelling at the hitman for that. Oh, it's dark and gloomy, I guess. Whenever I see a little hole or crevice, I always feel like crawling in. The place I feel most at home is that space between my bed and the wall. Sure. Yeah, I guess I can understand that. Oh, but birds of a feather. We should get together and talk about it sometime. Aww. Oh, wrong button. Cell phone. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, okay. The phone has to be answered. The phone has to be answered first, right? I'm aware time is passing. Now I can do this. Oh, is this the superintendent? I'm so glad. I thought I was all alone. And I can't think of anything else we can do in here. So I'm gonna go there. It's dramatic animation from moving across halfway across the city and we're going fucking upstairs. He hung up. Trick time. Whoa. It's all over. It's all over for me. Lynn, sweet, cute Lynn, who shines as bright as the sun, ran away on me. And then those detectives, matching bookends, blue and green, yelled at me. Then the old man with the dirty blue tub on his head completely ignored me. If only somebody would give me a kind word right about now. You want to give him a kind word, Miss Bright as the Sun? Let's see. Hang in there! That's all you've got? I'd like to see you do better! Well, at least she's being nice to him. At least she's being nice to him. Okay. So the immediate notices that the way I got down into that room before, I can't even reach. So I'm just gonna close the pot lid on. Close that. And now it just makes a sound. Makes an awful racket, actually. Lynn ran away, the detectives yelled at me, the old pigeon man ignored me, and then the kettle nearly scared me to death. He's scratching over to sad. My life is a complete shambles. That's gratitude for you. We were just trying to warn him with the kettle whistle. Would he prefer to getting scolded by the steam? Well, at least his fate was changed a bit. Fate averted! That's good anyway. fuck off, no! That doesn't count! That doesn't count! Come on! Typical cop, his life isn't great. Everyone feels so sad for typical cop. Doesn't count. We just stopped his ass from being burned. It's nothing. I mean, I know why it's there. You gotta spend time to get into the room, and you don't want to have to spend a shitload of time to get back into the room if you have to rewind time. I get why it's there, but like... Still. So yeah, nothing else I can do here. I can't even do anything in here. You've changed someone's fate. It obviously counts. Sure, I guess. So here's the concern. I can't reach anything here. And I'm fucking petrified that I need to stop this thing in the middle of it going. I don't think the idea is that I need to stop it from being activated at all. Because currently I'm on the ball and the ball moves. So I think it means in the middle of it, I have to find a way to stop it from going. I mean, I literally, the only option I have right now is wait. I was just hoping there was a way to stop it from turning on the light. Like breaking the light switch or something like that. Or like getting to the machine and like whatever like triggers when you press the light switch. And I guess what triggers when you press the light switch is the fan turning on. Because it's probably connected to the same thing, which causes the ball to fall. But I can't fuck with anything outside of the ball. Which is the thing that starts the whole process. It's terrifying. No, she's already in. Okay. And there it goes. Oh, God. Okay, okay, okay. There it goes. The murder machine has started. And the whole thing plays out, that gun on the wall will go off. Before it happens, it's up to me to use my ghost tricks. Must be some way to disrupt this domino effect. You just have to find it. Here goes. Oh, shit. I can open a toolbox. I can fuck with a hoist. Go back. I want to check something. I think I need to Rube Goldberg machine, the Rube Goldberg machine. Fate change for a joke and a convenient checkpoint. Boy. There we go, okay. Ball looks like it was about to fall off. Well, no, because what I'm looking at is, yeah, when the ball goes to fall off the table, the shovel came swinging because of the thing that I did with the bowling ball. No, it doesn't hit it. Okay. What does the hoist do? And, yeah. Okay. Slightly too early. Check your cupid fires the arrow. The swinging shovel. I wonder if that can be a sizzle. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. The timing is just off. Okay. 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 No, it is that. Okay. Oh, fuck. Almost pressed the wrong button. Do I have to wait? I'm thinking when the ball... Okay. I don't want answers. By the way, just keep in mind, anything I'm asking out loud, I don't want answers to. I'm just explaining my thought process. But, Maybe I should wait for the ball to come to a stop, because I'm thinking I have to hit it early, because otherwise the time's going to run out. But maybe if I wait for it to come to a stop. I can only move the hoist. I can't do anything else with it. Boom! Didn't do anything. It just rolls. It doesn't hit it through the air. That was pretty good just now. Maybe we're on a putting green. Well, with something like that, maybe we could put it to some use here. Good thing. I might just be able to use this trick somehow. If I could change the path the ball takes. That's a great idea and all. But it looks like we're all out of time this round. So I guess we do have to use the hoist to do something. Oh, what's the thing in the middle there, actually? Okay. 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 So I don't even know what the thing is, like, where the present is that lifts up. I'm just gonna use the hoist as early as possible and see if I can do anything with the hoist. Ah, okay. That's a cake. That's a, okay. So I can use the ball there, but I gotta do this like really fucking quick because I gotta get back to the ball before it moves out of range. Kind of funny, all the wires, the ends to causing the evidence of the Rube Goldberg machine disappear. That's what I mean. It's a geniusly planned murder. No, I gotta be really fast on that to get back in time. Shit, okay. Okay. We have a puzzle that is like a literal Rube Goldberg machine. And you've actually got to work out, it's hard to work out like just how to fuck with it. Partially just because we have so little time. We have so little time and there's so many moving pieces, right? Which is kind of funny that like, the Rube Goldberg machine is... actually, we can just probably wait on this, can't we? Ah, yeah, take the ball down. There we go. There we go. Boom! Ow! It lit the candle and flew apart. Oh, that was cool. I like how we got a little thing that was just, you did it. That was awesome. That was awesome. What just happened? Looks like your future just got a whole lot rosier. The death has been erased. Again. Thank you. Game good, game very good. You kept your promise, didn't you, Sissel? My promise? You said I'd see you again if I died. Game really good, game very good. I don't remember making any promises. It's all for my own benefit anyway. Fate averted! Why does the present rise? Or is that something that we're going to find out? I don't get why the present goes up into the air and then drops down. Or is that literally just a distraction to not notice the thing on the wall? Now I'm gonna turn my back, and when I turn around, you better not be dead again. And you're dead again. God damn it. What could this room be all about? I can't imagine. Those things that went off at the end, those were party poppers, weren't they? See, here's my thing. Here's my thing. It reveals the cake. Here's my thing, right? We solved the puzzle, which just so happened to light the candles and the poppers. Which makes me think this Rube Goldberg machine was designed to be solved, to not create a murder. Again, obviously I don't want any answers or any even hints or anything. I don't want anyone to say a goddamn thing about my thought process right now. But it's just, what it's making me think, just because, like, it's specifically a Rube Goldberg machine that we have to fuck with in a very short time span. That everything in the room just so happens to be set up that we can Rube Goldberg machine against the Rube Goldberg machine. Like, we literally, like, have the toolbox open up to hit a bowling ball, to hit a shovel, to hit the tennis ball, to hit a ramp. That happens to hit the Cupid, which turns it around to fire arrows, light the cake, and then hit party poppers that go off. It makes me think that this is a Rube Goldberg machine that's designed to be solved to not create, to avoid someone being killed. Which makes me think Pigeon Man, who set this up, is he aware that ghost tricks are real? And that he set this up for a ghost trick person to solve this. Like, if he gets here and sees the room and sees the machine went off and that the Cupid's facing the other way, will he have a moment of, oh shit, someone did it? It just seems way too... I mean, obviously it's a Rube Goldberg. It might just be a gameplay thing. Again, I don't want no answers. I don't even want no hints. Or any suggestions or any, like, clues or anything. Like, it could just be... It's a Rube Goldberg machine that goes off to kill her. So it's just ironic that you have to Rube Goldberg machine against the Rube Goldberg machine to stop it. It could just be that. But it feels very suspicious that it's that convenient, especially considering solving it and not getting her killed had fucking fanfare that was set up pre before. The things that went off at the end, those were party poppers, weren't they? Party poppers. I have no correction of what they are, but that's no surprise. The party poppers, the gun going off, it seems familiar somehow. I'll leave that part of the puzzle to you. I have my own puzzle to figure out. Well, shall we go back now? Back to your new present? See what the fuck's going on here? Just sitting on the table, just wondering what's going on. Sissel, are you there? Lynn is talking to me? I think you need to connect with her core to be able to talk to her. If you're there, could you say something? If you're not there, I guess I'm just a weird girl who talks to herself. You seem excited about that. Well, you are kind of a weird girl, whether you talk to yourself or not. Ouch. No need to be mean. No need to be mean. Oh, I guess the hoist is purely so I can get back up to the top. That seems to be what that is. Oh, I can't use her to move past to the other objects in the room. Okay. You are here! I knew it! I just had that feeling. Shame on you for stepping into a girl's head uninvited. Wait a minute. Don't give me that a ghost doesn't have feet, bit. It's just a figure of speech. Hey, did I say anything? There, that tone! It's that tone of yours that makes me mad. So did she have something particular you wanted to say to me? I just thought I'd share some information with you. Thank you. I'm a medium now. A very limited one. Can only speak to one person. But, you know, dying 3 times, speak to one person of the dead. It's an even trade-off. Just thought I'd share some information with you. I'm investigating a case right now. A murder case. And I'm doing it alone. A murder case. All by yourself. She's definitely the Maya of this game after all. I mean, it is made by entertaining people. I don't know how many people who worked on Ace Attorney worked on this, but I know there's at least some. And I think the director of both is the same. I'm just going to call it right now. Investigating a murder case, she thinks that the person who's currently in prison that she calls every night isn't guilty. Just calling it. Just calling it. I feel it's where the story might be going here. Yes, well, that's because the case was closed a long time ago. Damn. The culprit's already behind bars, forgotten by the world. Damn, did I call it? So why are you looking into it then? Because I think the person's innocent, that's why. Damn. Damn. Damn, am I good or am I good? This particular trope has come up a lot in things that I've done recently. So... There's something strange behind the case. Something big mystery. I firmly believe that. So anyway, I finally have my memory back. I'm not at liberty to tell you about the case. I'm dead! Do legal restrictions matter if the person's fucking dead? But if there's anything else you want to know, I'll try to answer what I can. Lynn is my only lead. I would like to ask her about a few things. But the one who shot me. So I just need another drink. By the way, just like Ace Attorney, music's a banger. And like the 3 seconds before death music is perfectly anxiety-inducing for fuck, I gotta work it out, fuck, I gotta work it out, fuck, I gotta work it out. You have your life and your memory back now. So let me ask you again. Who shot me tonight? Yeah, I thought that might be the first thing on your minds. What else would it be? There's a good chance I was shot while I was with you after all. I'm afraid my memory just isn't clear on that part. Not clear. I guess she's alive now, so what? I met with you tonight, and then you fell down right in front of me. I think I remember seeing that part. I'm pretty sure you were shot. Maybe from somewhere far away? Well, the dude who was there to kill you just after I died was the shotgun dude, so... So you didn't see the culprit. I'm sorry, I wish I could be of more help. But I know I wasn't the one who shot you. Your colleagues seem to think you're a suspect, though. I wanted the information you had for me. So why would I shoot you before I got it? Information, huh? I wonder what info I had for her. So, like, Sissel keeps going on to her about just like, why can't you remember things? Meanwhile, Sissel remembers literally nothing about the girl with the bow. By the way, I see you have a little roommate. Camilla? How do you know about her? There was a tiny incident at your apartment a little while ago. An incident? What kind of incident? What happened? Is Camilla alright? She's fine, thanks to her loyal little friend's Missile. Missile! Although I did have a little trouble bringing him back to life. Oh my. What in the world is going on? Why would anybody want to hurt Camilla and Missile? You're being targeted by a certain organization. What? I saw them. The people who were calling you their target. So I'm a suspect and a target? Could this night possibly get any worse? You've also died 3 times. I guess it could get worse if you die like a 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th time, but like, beyond that, I don't know. Does sound pretty rough. Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? I mean, you have, again, died 3 times so far. Huh? You know what they say, when it rains, it pours. Isn't it time you admitted you need me? Need my powers? I'm sorry. I can't cooperate with you. Yes, you saved my life tonight. I'm completely grateful for that. But as a detective, I still can't trust you. 3 times, come on. That's too bad. Saved her life 3 times. So I had some important information that you wanted, huh? That's right. You called the station yesterday, and you asked to talk to me. You told me you had an important lead on the case I was working on. Important lead, eh? You said you wanted to meet me and talk to me directly, tonight at the junkyard. And you fell for it? Even given how fishy it sounds? The last person I want to hear that from, you know. But I just couldn't let it go, no matter how shady it seemed. That's because I'm running out of time. Hey, that's right, you said something was going down tonight. If they turn around and say that today is the final day before 15 years have passed, I'm gonna shit a brick. Does that something have to do with the case you're working on? I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Oh boy, but I guess I understand. Alright, okay. No other information, I guess, then. So what are you gonna do now? Run, I guess? They'll catch me again if I don't get out of here. And I have to get to the restaurant. I'm worried about Camilla. Oh yeah. What was it? The chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Do we get to go there anyway? What about you, Sissel? What are you gonna do? I don't know, to tell you the truth. You're my only lead. If you leave. Can you give me a phone number? I just realized, you and I are in the same boat. We're both looking for answers tonight, and neither one of us has anybody to help us. That about sums it up. Hey, even if you can't cooperate with me, how about we just agree to use each other? I mean, I'm not even sure I can eat a chicken dinner. I mean, I could probably ghost into a chicken. I don't know how much I could trick it or do anything with it once I'm inside of it. Might be able to examine it and work out what its flavor might be, like at the best. That's not a bad idea, you're on. But can I ask you to do a favor for me first? What's that? I need you to sneak into a certain place for me. A prison, to be exact. You can save the chicken from dying. Only if it's within the last day. If we go to a chicken dinner, and the chicken that was there died within the last 24 hours, that is the freshest chicken restaurant that I've ever seen. It also makes me wonder, like, whether they do it on site, which makes me uncomfortable. Prison? That's the place I was calling from the office upstairs. I need to go find out a certain prisoner's work schedule for tomorrow. Work schedule? For a prisoner? Yes, the prisoners are given different job details every day. Each prisoner's schedule for the next day is written on a small blackboard in his cell. So just go check out a certain prisoner's blackboard, huh? Okay. His prisoner number is D99. Do it and cook it within 4 minutes. Fuck food safety. God, oh god, I hate this concept. If you do that for me, I'll cooperate with you. Like, why am I fucking up the word cooperate so much today? Jesus. Okay, you're on. Here, let me give you the Chicken Kitchen's telephone number. Yay! So would this okay, random question. Would this dialogue change? Would that dialogue change if I already had the number? Nice. I gotta make sure I watch the animations all the time because they're so good. Okay, see you later. Doesn't happen if you already had it. Nice. Nice, there is changes. That's cool. That's cool. See you. But don't die again if you can help it. Bye. I vaguely remember this game. It is a relatively old game. This is fair. Ah, the lamp's watching her. And Ray's doing a little dance. Looks like I hold the key to case looks like I hold the key to the case Lynn's investigating, and she holds the key to solving the mystery of me. So we've started up a strange relationship of cooperation. Trips on banana peel, cracks her neck. Oh fucking Christ, how do I save you from this? Lynn gave me an assignment. My task is to go check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99. I better get to the prison. I swear to God, if I go get this work schedule, and I come back to the diner, and she's dead at the diner, I'm gonna be pissed. Chapter 6, 9:03 p.m. Doink doink! Lost memories of self. A forgotten murder case. A dead guy and a detective join forces to find out the truth behind them both. The detective assigned the dead guy a task. To sneak into the prison and find out a certain prisoner's schedule for tomorrow. What should I care? I don't have a schedule for tomorrow. That's how I'm feeling about it at the moment. I mean, yeah, like, whatever the schedule is for tomorrow, we're not going to be able to use that information personally for us. Trick time! Still nothing in here I can fuck with. Alright. Move the hoist over. Whee! Oh, thought process. I wonder how that detective who keeps dying is going. I hope she's still alive. I bet she's pretty pleased with herself, given so much of the Reaper's attention focused on her. That little lady is waiting for her at the chicken kitchen. After I take care of this assignment, I better head there too. The detective's up here? Oh! Oh, you are someone I want to see what's going on with. It's all over. It's all over for me. Lynn, sweet cute Lynn, who shines as bright as the sun, ran away on me. Then those detectives, matching bookends, blue and green, yelled at me. Forget about all that. Now you listen to me, kid. Yes, sir? You're bright as the sun, Lynn. Probably doesn't even know you exist. Those detectives will probably yell at you your whole life. Never mind fretting about every little setback. Enjoy your life. Get out of it what you can. Mister, would you mind just leaving me alone? Honestly, I'm shocked at this point. No, we've got to come back here. I was about to say, I'm shocked that getting the key for the door by his head lifting up and grabbing it never came up. But I have this sneaking suspicion we're going to be coming back here at some point later tonight. Purely because this thing up the very top here, we've never once fucked with. We've never been able to reach up there. So it makes me think we're not done here. Or can I swivel this over and it reaches and I'm an idiot? Whee! No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Actually. No, ghost. Just out of curiosity, anything over here? Whee! Rolls away. No, nothing else over here. Same dialogue? Yeah, same dialogue. Alright, go back. Or shall I head back? Oh, hell yeah. That was a good one. That was a fucking great one. Now, obviously, before we go to where we're going, we want to check out other places. See if anything's going on around. Are Carbonara and anyone else here? Oh, welcome back. How's it going? Grace here, though. Have you solved all of your mysteries? Can't you tell by my face? I didn't see your face, but I asked anyway. Smart lucky life fixture. Lady Detective and I decided to join forces. She and I connected somehow. I just know it. But that's fine news. Yay! Do a little dance and flash in the light. You're excited. Look at him wriggle happily. Tonight, you and she both suffered misfortune. Yeah, somehow she suffered way more misfortune than me, and yet I'm the one with most of the consequences. But if you combine her bad luck and yours, it makes great good fortune. Remember that. I know by my maths, bad luck plus bad luck equals a whole lot of bad luck. You should check your figures. No, I know what I meant. Can I go over and do anything? I could go at the top if I wanted to. Although if I go at the top, I can't get back down. I'll go this way. I'll just... Can I check up the top and see if anyone's there? You know, everyone up there's left, so there's no point. Alright, we'll travel. Villains still not available. Damn it. Damn it. I'm never allowed to go to the villains. Alright. No point going next. We already know it's not working. Any extra dialogue over here? Oh my goodness. Ah. Blah, blah, blah. Passionate typing continues on. She wears her fingers away as she spins her tale of love. Good luck, Mama. She's a sharp-tongued little girl, but she still supports her mother's dreams. And please get out of that business as quickly as possible. I guess not. I like how we've got these characters here who are basically like, there's probably going to be some storyline that unfolds with them just as a totally separate side thing to everything we're doing. Oh, goodness. I'm upset. Even as I sit here, time is ticking away. I wonder what he's feeling right now. I bet he hates me. Oh, if only I could blow up and scatter into a million pieces. Maybe you ought to think of more peaceful images. See, like, in this room, there's more shit I can trick. Like, I can't get to the fan. Wait, have I flapped the fan? No, it doesn't really... Ah, it's so close! Ah, damn. Fine. Fine, I'll leave. Anyone at the park? We're gonna waste so much time with this LP doing this, but I don't care. Sad voice of young man drifts over to me on the breeze. Oh, is there somewhere here? Hey, the stakeout man. I have to use the restroom. But if I leave my post, I just know I'll miss something. Where were you before then? Come to think of it. That annoying leaflet guy disappeared when I used the restroom earlier. Darn it, it's almost time. Which will show up first, my mark or the end of my ability to hold out? Everything's happening tonight. Everything's happening. There's something new going on in every place, every chapter. That's my plan. That's my plan, to check literally everywhere all the time. Every time we get the ability to take the phone to places, I'm going to be taking the phone to places. Let's go to the chicken kitchen early. I know we're not going here until we go to the prison, but we'll see what's going on here. Because we've never actually been here before. This music's great. I don't see any customers declaring their love for chicken tonight. I hear singing come from the kitchen. La la la, I love you, right down to the marrow of your bones. But your marrow is nothing compared to your glorious meat. La la la. It's not a bad singer. I guess Lynn isn't here yet. I have a job to do, but I get to that first. What about Camilla? She's not even here yet. La. Telephone book, menu board. I can ring the bell if I want. Damn it, I can't investigate a telephone book and just get phone numbers for every single individual place in the entire city. Ugh, God. Face is itchy. Ah! And I'm fucking up my hair every time I touch it. What is it about playing Ghost Trick and my hair fucking up? Jesus Christ. Sissel, are you tricking my hair? What are you doing? Not wanting to... Ah! Hello? You have a customer? He doesn't care. I can't wait to go to the prison, and the prisoner that she's looking for is fucking dead. Look, we've had a bad habit of showing up to places where people are already dead. I just have this feeling that it's gonna be a running trend. And then it's gonna fuck with me once, and while I'm just hanging out with someone, they get offed on the spot, and I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? Without even expecting anything to go down. So how are the preparations coming along? I think they're taking care of them right now. Yeah, man, I'm not looking forward to this. It kind of surprises me coming from you. I didn't know you thought about such things. So, by the way, that was me being sarcastic, just in case you didn't catch that. 2 more hours and then it's time. What is time? I guess we should just get back to work. Yeah, I guess you're right. More memos to stick up? Alright. Atmosphere sure seems tense. Guess I'll just get back to my work as well. I need to go find a certain prisoner's work schedule for tomorrow. Prisoners are given different job details every day. Yes, check in the small blackboard in the cell. D99. Alrighty then. How do I get to these cells? Better try to get some information here first. Yes, we have like an entire... Yeah, so there's that. There's yet another phone in here. Just let loose all the memos. Reinvestigate this. Is there anything? Screen shows rows of tiny rooms. Rooms are really small, can see into them yet. Same information as before. Oh! Sorry, new chapter. We haven't actually checked out our info, have we? Sorry, I'll do this while we're here. I lost my... Oh, same that. I was Lynn meeting a junkyard. Apparently information about the case she was investigating. Oh, new information. She was arrested suspicion of my murder, but she escaped, and she and I are now helping each other. Aww. Anyone else with information there? Surely, wife left him. He works under Carbonara. Apparently his name is Detective McCall. Hey, we got a name. Oh no, it was the blue dude whose wife left him. I want that to be the information. Damn it. I just want him to specifically mention about how this dude's wife left him. Junkyard, yeah, lives in the same feeling. Mysterious murder machine in the building's basement shot and killed Lynn, which is very suspicious. Very suspicious. Navy blue square. He seems to be on edge and carefully watching the clock. Well, time to start letting loose. I can't trick while it's flying over to the other side. Hey, Bailey. Oh. Ah, but I can try. Okay. I want to listen to the dialogue first. Try pinning up your memos a little better next time. Let me see this thing. Inspection. Prisoner C-74. Oh, it's almost time for that. I better prepare. Prisoner C-74, eh? What did that big whale do anyway? You don't know? About the Metro Police Department siege case? Metro who what? C-74 barricaded himself in the Metro Police Department and took siege of the place. He even pointed a huge flamethrower at the Chief Commissioner. Damn. Damn, my idol. Why the heck did he do all that? That's what detectives around him asked. What are your demands, they asked. And the guy looked confused, thought about it for a while and said, bring me 5 servings of curry and rice on the double. Curry and rice, that's it? Unfortunately, no. After he was done eating, he torched the commissioner's office with a flamethrower. Torched it good. Important documents and the commissioner's mustache were destroyed by the flames. What the heck did he do all that for? Because the curry was too spicy, he said. Huh? It was too spicy and I just lost it, he said. Seriously? Okay, sent shockwaves throughout the country. That doesn't make any sense in the first place. How did a huge arm guy make it all the way into the commissioner's office alone? It's a complete mystery. What? Why didn't they just ask C-74 himself? Maybe they did, but they haven't released anything about it. Apparently, it's all a matter of national secrecy. Not in the bin, no! Ah! Curry and rice versus chicken dinner. I'll be honest. I go for curry and rice over chicken dinner. That's a personal thing for me. I fucking love curry in case it hasn't come up on the channel. It's in my top 3. Top 3 or top 4? I constantly go back and forth for that, so I just say top 4 now because burritos have got to be somewhere in there too. Would you go throw all my important duty memos away? Whee! And catch again. Hey, curry but rice is my top thing easily. Hey, curry! How's that even possible? What's the matter? You can't even pin up a memo properly? Let me see this thing. Take prisoner C-38 to the telephone room. Yes, he just made a request. Oh, it's the same information. You already told me that earlier. C-38, eh? What did that punk do anyway? Never heard the story about the secret rendezvous case? Secret who what? C-38 was a singer in a band. His group was playing a concert that was being broadcast all over the country live. And right in the middle of their encore, there was a huge incident. A huge incident. What was it, a murder or something? In a way, it was even worse than a murder, because it had to do with national secrets. Huh? National secrets? A rock band? I'm lost. The song they were doing was called Secret Rendezvous, but the lyrics C-38 was singing were completely different from usual. So how's that a huge incident? Because the new lyrics exposed all the nation's dark, seamy secrets. Budget misappropriations, foreign economic strategies, illicit dealings, everything. Damn, I like this dude too. He was caught red-handed in the act of leaking national secrets. Seriously? Case sent shockwaves throughout the country. It doesn't make any sense in the first place. How did rock singer know any top secret information? It's a complete mystery. Why don't they just ask C-38 himself? I'm noticing a pattern here. Maybe they did, but they haven't released anything about it. Apparently it's a matter of national secrecy. Wait, fuck, how do I get to the rest of the room now? Ah! Quit throwing them away! Oh, okay. I mean... just waves it around. Hey, Bailey! It's new dialogue. It's new dialogue. I'm just gonna keep doing this. We might be here a while getting all of these information. Oh, C30, isn't it the guy who made Minecraft soundtrack? Nice. Nice one. Nice reference. Sick. Sick. I was about to say callback. That's not what a callback is. Never mind. This one seems a bit more important than the others. Never mind. Let me say this thing. Bring Lynn to prison at D99. Chief is preparing it for him right now. It's C418. Ah, damn. Close. Well, 4 minus 1 is 3, and then 38. There we go. Chief is preparing it for him right now. Ooh, how fancy. D99, eh? Even I know about this one. Yeah? Such a sad case. Hard for us, too. He shot his wife, didn't he? Right in front of a family member. It's just awful. Why in the world did he do it? Why would he do something like that, of all people? He... Tell me your things! The motive, everything. All a complete mystery. It's just ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense that he would do anything like that. I don't know the details, but apparently this case is a matter of national secrecy as well. A murder of a wife. I don't get it. None of it makes any sense. You do know what kind of prison this is, don't you? It's a special prison built for these kinds of special cases. I was gonna say, I feel like we're in a maximum security, like, where the government hides people that they don't want out kind of prison. That D99, who knows what he's thinking or hiding behind that beard of his. Or Santa. It was the first person I thought of that had a beard. I don't like any of it. I knew I couldn't take my job seriously without it getting to me. So the prisoner I'm looking forward to, D99, was convicted of murder, eh? And he apparently has a beard. Ah! Would you quit throwing him away? Dick. Gotta put up another note so I can actually get over there. It's time. Oh. Oh. I think we know who this is. Oh my god. Yeah! There, it's done. Why are you stacking up these cards? Also, I'd like to point out that dude has a guitar in prison. The dude's allowed to have his guitar in prison with him. He's wearing what he's wearing, and his hair's still spiked up. For a prison where they hide all of the people who are doing the biggest things against the government or anything like that, they sure give them a lot. It's like when you just fucking see Jotaro in his prison cell, and it's just like he's got a goddamn motorcycle in there. Whee! I imagine this is going to be the same note as before, so I'll probably come up with a tick above their head. So I've already done this dialogue. But Bailey! How many different cases are we going to talk about? You get a famous rock star and you just make him play his greatest hits for you all day? He just keeps telling people about national secrets while in prison playing guitar. Would you quit sending these memos over here? No. Huh? Not until I figure out how you always know the exact instant a memo starts falling. Not until I solve that mystery. Ah! Next time I will find the answer next time. Guess it's time to try and find a new path. Whee! Like he just goes, what? Hey, Bailey. Yeah, okay. Now we've actually exhausted all the dialogue. Oh my god. Oh my god, this game. Alright, emergency switch. Oh, I can't reach. Oh, I can't reach. Oh, okay, that dialogue happens no matter what. Okay. Ah! I already have a new path. I'm on the emergency switch. Nah, I can't reach anything here. Alright. Ah! There's a rocket launcher in there. In what universe do prison guards need access to a rocket launcher? What? There you go again, fooling around with that thing. It wasn't me. Don't lie, you know you love to see me jump up and prepare for emergency. Oh yeah, sure, way back when I first got this job. But I've had enough of that now. Besides, you always react exactly the same. Grrr. Emergency switches probably just lose, probably because I fooled around with it too much. Well, it's for emergencies, don't play with it. Anyway, it wasn't me. Maybe you ought to get it repaired, yeah? Well, close it back up, it's making me feel on edge. Nah, too much of a pain. A pain? Rubber emergency procedures are a pain to you? What a sad, sad state of affairs. It's a rocket launcher to counter the Rockstar? Please tell me if this has a fire function. Damn it! Damn it! I was so desperately hoping it had a fire function. Oh well. Night vision goggles. Ah! Now we can get between all the both sides of the room with ease. I still want to fire the rocket launcher. That would make a way into the room for the Rockstar. Goblet, monitor. Wait, can I reach that other monitor? Ah! Fine. Camera, button, door. Well, we're in here. Can we get any dialogue in here? No, you're just on the phone. My hair is so irritating today. What? Again, it's Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick just makes my hair not want to cooperate. It's not even doing the thing now. It's just falling in front of my face. It's just being uncomfortable. I'm guessing that's the kid they were talking about. The one who's saying the national secrets. He's in prison. He must have come from the cells. Yes, correct. That means we can sneak back to the cells with his guitar. Can't reach. I'll press the button. Ready? Boop. Oh. How many times can I annoy him? Fine. What can I actually trick with? I can do the emit. What happens if I let this loose now? I don't think it changes anything. Hey, Bailey! Yeah, it's the same thing. Damn it. I was just gonna trick the switch again. See if it does what it does. It's the only thing I can do trick on around here, so it's got to be something. Ah! Well, that did the complete inverse of help me. Ah! Just the kind of excitement I need to wake me up. Well, I told you it's only for emergencies, don't play with it. And I told you it wasn't me. You know, I thought this work would be a lot more exciting. Sometimes I don't know which is my real job, going on rounds or building houses out of cards. Well, you better know. And you want to know that I'm just kidding. Grrr. Damn it. I was hoping Bailey would say it as it flew past. Ah. I don't know why this room is the thing that is stumping me the most. There it is. I thought it was a cutscene when you did the button for the door, so I couldn't actually activate the door. Oh, okay, that's what it is. I thought it was a cutscene because he presses the button so immediately afterwards. I thought it was one of those cutscenes that you couldn't interact with stuff while it was going on, but there we go. There we go, I worked it out. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I'm just an idiot. Don't mind me, I'm just dumb. This is the thing that was making that horrible noise a second ago. Hey! I guess it's a way for this spiky-head youth to express himself. Sentiment's like, I'm hungry or I'm thirsty, maybe. Something primitive like that, I bet. Ah, yes, the hit single, I'm hungry as fuck! I'm done. Why are the prison guards like this? Alright, C38, back to your cell. They don't even call them by their names. So fucking dehumanizing. Hey, guardman, how about giving me a little space? That crazy walk of yours is dangerous, man. Proper walk for a properly led life. Now let's go. No, yo, no lectures, man. I walk my own path, my own way to my own music. He's got a drum kit in there. You're painting in there. I'm shocked they have this much stuff in their cells. So I finally made it to the cells. Now to find prisoner D99 and check out his work schedule for tomorrow. What could Lynn possibly want with that information? Going nuts there. This is a much more noble walk, just jamming it out. Meow. Damn! Don't think I can take another second of this stinking pit. Meow. Looks like Godman's gone. Okay. You have basketball that you're playing? All this waiting is wiping me out. Hope this one will finally do it. Come on, sausage head. What is your plan here? Secrecy, dude. No, never mind. My hair is fucking up. Look at that. Ah! I'm blaming Ghost Trick. Sausage head? This prisoner obviously isn't the one I'm looking for. Prisoner D99 is a beard. It's one of those little blackboards Lynn would be in the cells. Maybe I should check out Spiky's schedule for tomorrow. I can play the drum. There's a bunk bed over here. Anything else further over that I can fuck with? No, not really. Play the drums. Yeah. Jamming along together. Let's go. Yeah. This is our song. We're freestyling together. We're jamming out. Oh, as he walks around, I can go to places. I might as well go to his guitar while he's here. Alright, ready? I can examine the notes. What are these notes? Pattern of note of papers hanging on the wall. There's a red O drawn on each one. I think it's some kind of letter or symbol, but I don't recall what it means. Are you playing noughts and crosses with someone by flushing paper around? And these ones have red X. We've got a toilet, which we can't flush. Ah, what? Oh, what is it? Oh! We're at a phone? Well, that's convenient. Looks like it's internal line only. Doesn't call outside the prison. Damn it! Only place I can go with this telephone are other phones in the building that I've already possessed. I mean, that will get us to another phone. That'll get us to another phone to get out of here. So this is one of those little blackboards Lynn mentioned. Let me just give it a little read. Tonight, I lost a lot of things. My life, my memory. But there's a certain skill I've apparently lost too. Can you not read? I can't read! Fuck! Fuck! I can see that there's some kind of writing on the blackboard, but I have absolutely no idea what it means. I can't read Prisoner D99's work schedule for tomorrow. What do I do now? We've run into an issue. Let's just report back to Lynn now. If I tell her I couldn't read it, she'd kill me. Actually, I guess I don't have to worry about that one too much. Anyway, I might as well try to find D99's prisoner cell. Hopefully at least I'll be able to find out something while I'm there. Can't go back to Lynn empty-handed. But of course, a ghost doesn't actually have hands. Never mind. Well, we're in a spot of problems here. Reaction image right there. I can't read! Alright, so we've got this here. What's the one up here? Oh, emergency button. Oh, I'm so mad at my hair right now. Ah! That's it. Can I reach the other bunk? I can. Okay, so I go in here. Note to self, figure out sayings that still work when I'm dead. Look, most people don't have experience with that. An emergency button. Emergency in a prison. It's gotta be a pretty bad situation. I'll just give it a little try. Go, go, go! You started flushing paper when the emergency was happening? I caused quite an uproar, I guess. And I bet each prisoner reacts differently to the alarm. Might be fun to watch. Let's see, if I want to change my view, I can slide the screen. Or I can use that, yeah. Maybe the heavy will give me a clue about my next step. You're not doing anything. I don't even know where you are. Oh, let's go down a long way. Whoa! Oh! All clear. Interesting. So if I sound the alarm, it gets people moving. Maybe I can use their movements to get around myself. That way I get an idea of what's going on in each cell. This place is fucking huge. Jesus Christ, the subterranean cavern here. Like, literally subterranean cavern, by the way. Whoa! Oh, so when you send down the paper... Circle. Aha! Oh, so it's circle and X whether the coast is clear or not. Oh, I think that's the idea. It's if the coast is clear, there's a circle. If the coast isn't clear, send an X. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I want to go into here first. I don't think there's anything in here, so yeah, there's literally an empty room. Okay. I do have an idea. There we go. There we go. There we are. So I can't trick here, so I'm just going to here. And that rings the bell so he knows, oh shit! Get the fuck back out! And just lie down and go back to sleep. Clever system they've got going on there. Clever system they have going on here. New info's been added. Hey. By the looks of him, this must be the curry lover from the police department siege case. But never mind that. Where did he just come from? What's going on in this cell? Anyway, there's a little blackboard here too. Just to be safe, maybe I'd better check the curry lover schedule for tomorrow too. Yes, because I can read that. Because I can definitely read that. Oh, I can also ring the bell. I can trick him into thinking there's a note when there isn't one. Oh. I can't reach anything else. Still can't read. But I better go check the, our prison D99 cell anyway. Maybe I can find some kind of information that might help Lynn. Besides, I want to see what this prisoner Lynn is investigating looks like. I'm now thinking I maybe should have used that while I was closer to all of that to get over to there. Huh? No, no! Ah, and he throws it back. There we go. Nice. This game is so good. I just want to take a moment and just be like, I love that even navigating these areas, even just getting around, like you have to examine the environment, examine the rooms, examine the characters in there, and just like piece together what people do and how they do things. Oh shit, I should probably get out of here. Unless, is there a reason for me to want to go down in there with him? Because I'm gonna guess probably not. Probably not. So I'm gonna go back here. Ah, internal phone. Now I can jump up and down easier. There we go. Same thing here. Really, just another internal phone. Doesn't call outside. Only place I can with the cell phone are other places in the building that I've already possessed. But we can at least go up immediately. Now we're in this cell. Is this Beardman? It's Beard Fassé! There he is! What a strange cell. And the prisoner inside it. He seems to be enjoying himself. It's the last cell in this area. So that means this man humming to himself must be prisoner D99. According to what the guards said. Even I know about this one. He shot his wife right in front of a family member. Is that family member Lynn? I wonder. What in the world really happened? And why is Lynn so concerned about this prisoner? I know the answers, and I guess there's no need for me to know. I have only one objective, and that's to find out what this painter's work schedule is for tomorrow. I do like a bunch of new info to actually read. While we're here, and we're in a spot of calm, I imagine it's on all the prisoner people. We've met a lot of characters in this game, it seems. We've met a lot of people. I bet I've learned how to read in the last 5 minutes while being in a sewer. Rock Jailbird. Rock and roller who sang national secrets during a live nationwide broadcast. He's now creating a horrible cacophony in his prison cell. Curry loving Jailbird. An odd fellow who laid siege to the Metro Police Department and demanded curry and rice. He now appears to be digging a tunnel out of his prison. What an interesting man. And fated Jailbird. Prisoner D99. Lynn asked me to check his work schedule for tomorrow. He apparently shot and killed his wife. He now appears to be enjoying himself as he paints a picture in his prison cell. So we have a picture frame, which I guess I need to open to do anything here. Whee! Is it just a mirror? I want X and O. Should be enough. He doesn't even recognize that they're letters. Photos, eh? I wonder if these are his family. This one looks like a young woman holding a baby. Their faces have been blotted out with black ink. Ugh. Did he do it out of hatred or some other emotion? Thankfully, that's not something I need to know right now. He has no desire to learn mysteries. My hair is annoying me. Sorry, it's just the way it curls here is just so goddamn irritating. If anyone knows how to get that curl, like this, out of the end of my hair so it stops doing that, feel free to let me know. And don't say hair straightener. One, my hair is incredibly thick and it's hard to make hair straighteners work and it's incredibly time consuming. Two, I have dyed hair, so I don't want to use a hair straightener because it will kill the coloring in my hair very quickly. And it is already expensive enough to get it dyed when I get it dyed professionally like it is now. A newspaper article has been cut out in frames. Unfortunately, I can't read it. It's probably about D9's case. Man murders wife or something like that. There's a picture in the, of the alleged culprit in the article. Yup, it's this prisoner, alright. You hang up a thing in your cell about your murder case, like a newspaper from it? Yeah. Blackboard! So this is the work schedule for tomorrow, prisoner D99. The information Lynn's looking for should be written on this blackboard. Unfortunately, I've lost the ability to read. But here I am anyway. Least I can do is take a look. Haven't we, like, examined notepads and stuff like that before? Like, we've had to wait for books to be open to examine them. Or has he never actually read those when we've done that? I can't remember. I'm not sure. Least I can do is take a look. Huh? What could this mean? There's nothing written on the board at all. Because he doesn't have a schedule tomorrow. I think something was written on the blackboard of the other prisoners. But this board's as clean as blank as the day it was hung there. He never actually read anything. He saw pictures maybe. Okay. So I have the answer Lynn was looking for. Tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99 is... nothing. Today's the day, right? Would this information mean anything to her? It's not up to me to know or care. That's how I feel at the moment anyway. We've never actually read any notes or books or is relying on other people or pictures. Okay. Not being able to read, I was wondering how this is going to turn out. Something in this world can be read, even if one can't read. Prisoner D99's work schedule for tomorrow was blank. I better get this information, important information to Lynn as fast as I can. He examined a file in the villain room, but it was in a foreign language. Was the language just English and he couldn't read it? Could he just not read it even though it wasn't the same language? Probably. Okay, while I'm here... oh, right, I gotta close this. While I'm here... D99! Dinner! Quite a feast tonight, I see. And I'm absolutely crazy about this chicken. Watch it be from the chicken dinner place. It's too bad it's all cold and hard, though. I'd say it's been about 2 hours since it was cooked, judging from the way it feels. D99? I know it's kind of pointless to ask now, but just the same, I still want to know. Why did you do it? I agree. It's pointless to ask now. My case is colder than this chicken and has been forgotten by everybody. Myself included. Detective Jode. Jowd? Now then, let me eat in peace before it's too cold, before it gets too cold to cut. Oh, what's the painting? This feels like a reveal. This feels like a reveal. Come on, look at its frame. It's one more thing I've been wondering for a long time. What's that? Who is the man in that painting? Oh, this? Well, being in prison like this, you start to forget faces, you know. So I paint the faces I don't want to forget. And this is the last of those faces. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now, could you leave me alone for a bit? Let a man eat in peace. Uh-oh. Okay, sure. Sorry to bother you. Uh-oh. What in the world? What in the world could this mean? Why is there a painting of me in this man's cell? Who exactly is this prisoner? The man whose case Lynn is investigating is painting a picture of me in his cell. Like, I don't want to get several steps ahead of what the game's thinking, but I don't know what else to think right now. I have to go see Lynn fast. And not for her sake, for mine. To solve this mystery of me. I can get over to the wastebasket. Well, I don't have any use for it at this current time, it seems. But I have found yet another rat eater. So we'll have to keep that in our memory that that does exist there. Telephone doesn't, yeah. I've got questions I want to ask Lynn. I gotta get to a place that has an external line and fast. I mean, I can get to the guard room has a phone I can use. Don't think there's anything else to do here, so we're just gonna head back. Jesus. Hey, dude, where's your rat eater? Under the sink. Look, is this what they called now? This is headquarters. What's the status over there? Oh, Chief, it's you! They're making preparations now. No problem, sir. How much longer, then? 1 more hour, sir. Well, that's not a lot of time. I see. Carry on, then. Oh, God, it's going to be exciting, because I feel like this guy's going to be executed, and then we're going to have to come back in time and somehow undo his execution for his death. Oh, God. Carry on, then. Oh, one more thing. Inspector Carbonaro wishes to speak to you.
Evening, Carbonaro here. How you boys doing?
Inspector Carbonaro! Fine, sir.
You got another call tonight, didn't you, from my baby?
From Lynn? Oh, well, yes.
Did my girl have anything interesting to say?
Not especially. She hung up almost immediately.
I see. Next time she gives you a buzz, be sure to let me know right away. That's a good fellow.
Yes, sir.
You try to cover it up, and I'm very sure you'll regret it very much. Very much.
Yes, sir. I'll call you right away, sir. Immediately.
Don't forget, she's a fugitive after all.
Yes, sir.
Carry on, then. I might pop in a little later.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to seeing you, sir. I mean, we can go there. Lynn should be heading for the chicken kitchen now. But the call from the police headquarters intrigues me too. It's looking pretty obvious right now. That white suit inspector suspects Lynn. And she's been considered a fugitive. This is not good. Wonder if I should go check on the chief inspector in white too. Yes, definitely. Inspector Carbonaro seems to be looking for her too. Your Lynn, I mean. Inspector Carbonaro, what special investigation do you want with Lynn? I don't know, I guess something happened that we don't know about. Tonight of all nights. Inspector Carbonaro must be upset tonight too. Weren't he and prisoner D99 Detective Jowd good friends? Oh. Oh. The thought plickens. Sure about that? They were such good friends. How come Inspector Carbonaro never came to visit him? He's head in special investigation. He's a very busy man. No! Well, at least the wine didn't spill. What's wrong? Jowd is my hero, you know. I want to be a detective because of him. But look at me. run away in a place like this, and I can't even do anything to help Lynn. What am I gonna do with my life? This new side of you is kind of endearing. Anyway, the thing to do at work is fixing what you can, little by little. Like, for example, your house of cards. It collapsed, you know. Ugh. Oh, right, I gotta just check. Yeah, we're gonna, external line, there we go. No, we're definitely gonna go to this first before we go to Chicken Kitchen. Preparations seem to be going smoothly over the prison. Hey, Inspector Carbonaro. Oh yeah, 3 hours. Thank you. I mean, like this chapter seems like it's going to be wrapping up soon, so for this game, it probably works out pretty well. I've told people to yell at me when we hit 3 hours into a stream, because I've had a really bad habit lately of streaming for 4 to 5 hours, and when I stream as many days as I don't have enough time in the rest of the day to do anything if I stream for that long. So I've told people to yell at me if I stream for too long, because I have a habit of doing it. Preparations seem to be going smoothly in the prison, eh, Carbonaro? You were just a little too late. So close, eh, Inspector? Just a little too late. Oh, for catching, Lynn? So close, eh, Inspector?
We just have a little time left, Chief. Not much, but some.
Are they looking into it too?
We've had Point X surrounded all night.
Oh, that's where the stakeout is.
If he shows up, we nab him, we can still make it.
By the way, what's going on with that other case? The junkyard murder. She did it, eh? No question about it?
She's a bad little baby. Disappearing from the scene like that? Wonder where she ran off to play.
What did you just say? She did it. Did I hear that right? And then they were talking about the culprit who killed me. No way. No, I don't think she did. It's a lot of people we've met. We've met a lot of people. No Carbonaro information? No. It's probably just, oh yeah, it's just, yeah, Itchy Man. Chief of Police's Special Investigation Unit. His job is to sit at his desk in the station, give the detective their orders, and wiggle his itchy toes. It's his job. Dude, fucking mood, right? Scratching your feet on the legs of your chair and scratching the bottom of your foot on your other leg. Fucking mood, am I right? I just don't believe it. Why would she do a thing like that?
Afraid I don't have answers for you, Chief. I don't want you to believe it any more than you do. And yet, after seeing this, maybe we don't have any other choice but to believe, baby.
Is that the security camera tape that the investigation unit just delivered? Uh-oh. Can't deny. It's some pretty solid evidence against her.
Evidence. Nothing like it, baby.
Pardon me.
Why a murder case now on such an important night?
Everything's just building up. There's so much tension with just everything happening tonight.
Tisk. I think you have that wrong, Chief.
God damn it, the animations of
A murder case now, for the very important that it is such an important night.
It's got a chin enlargement surgery. That's what's been so important. Oh, just this entire time, yeah. Before I go find Lynn in the chicken kitchen, it sounds like there's an important piece of info I shouldn't miss. Pretty solid evidence, he says. This I have to see. But it's funny. Why do I have a bad feeling about what's on this tape? I swear to God, if it's her with a gun shooting me, I'm gonna be upset at her. I'm gonna be upset at her. Boop. Yeah, no one noticed that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, might as well do this. I guess we'll play it. No one's noticing me doing this. Junkyard where I died had a security camera, and it captured the moment of my death perfectly. And what the tape showed me was the cruelest truth imaginable. Don't. So, we have a briefcase. Ah! I saw myself shot right before my own eyes by Lynn. There goes my only lead. I feel like I've died all over again. I mean, the biggest thing to me about all of that is the fact that it seems like Sissel let it happen. It seems like Sissel let it happen. Like, the immediate thought process, and whether the game makes a twist on this or just unravels it in a way that I don't expect. I mean, I imagine we're still early in the game and things could go in a bunch of ways, but it's just like, the immediate thought process is Sissel was the one who killed the wife, right? And it was Jowd that went to prison for it. And just on this final night, Sissel's just like, owns up to it and goes to Lynn and is just like, I know you've wanted to stop, like, get me this entire time for it. If you want your revenge, here you go. Because he also had a case with him. Like, I feel like there's a little more mysteries to unravel because I feel like it's gonna go deeper than that. But like, that's the, like, what the game is currently, see, that's my thing of just like, it's obviously gonna expand in a way that's not that, because currently with the information presented, that's what the game is suggesting happens. But I feel like it can't be that simple. One thing sticks with me though. Lynn looks so surprised on that tape. What in the world did I tell her? She was also quite hesitant to shoot him and missed the first time out of nervousness. Yeah. I mean, like, if she's taking a life. Like, regardless of what it is, if she's taking a life. Truth is the truth. No matter how many times you watch it in Inspector Carbonara. It wasn't me who played the tape just now, baby. But by the way, Inspector Carbonara, there's something on that tape that troubles me. And what's that, Chief? I'm all is. I had to look at all the photos of the crime scene as well, but... the place where the victim was shot and where the body was found is clearly different. Yeah, no, we fell down and landed in this chair perfectly posed. Hey, he's right. That is strange. The hitman in black is the one who kicked me downstairs. But I changed his fate, so he should have been out of the picture. Actually, that's a fantastic fucking point. How is that not... how have I not realized that? Yeah. Because he kicks me down after he killed Lynn. That's a really good fucking point. That's a really... how is my only just... what the fuck? What the fuck? But there I am, down on the lower level.
I have the answer to your mystery right here, a few minutes after the murder took place.
Did she kick me down? Is that a black cat that we were carrying in a briefcase?
Got it, baby. Furry feline messed about crime scene. Then the little cat cobra vanished into the night.
So my destiny of being knocked downstairs is very hard to alter. This is Point X. Come in, Chief.
The chief here. Did he show up?
No, sir, not yet, but... Idiot, I told you to stay off the radio unless it was important. But this is important, sir. Someone else showed up. Our rookie detective, Lynn. She's not a chicken dinner.
What? You see my baby over there, do you?
Cat.
She was on the lam. What do you want me to do, Chief? What do you say, Inspector? Detective! Get my baby away from Point X! Do it now, man, and then hold on to her.
Yes, sir, I'll go get her right now, sir.
What is the meaning of this? Why will Lynn show up at Point X?
It took Special Investigation Unit 6 months to pinpoint that location.
Don't know, Chief, but I'd say it wasn't a coincidence.
Is Point X the chicken dinner place?
Perhaps.
What the fuck was that? What happened? Detective, come in. Now what? What happened this time?
Damn it. This calls for telephone call to Point X. Allow me.
We should probably get on that phone call, like, really fucking quick. Smart. I swear to God. I swear to God. I mean, I know what's gonna happen. If we go to Point X and Lynn's dead at Point, I swear to God. I swear to God. Are your thoughts? So Lynn has shown up at some Point X, but I thought she was on her way to the chicken kitchen. What's going on? One thing is clear, something big just happened. It is the chicken kitchen. What are you doing? Get your buns over here! What did you say? Who is out on the floor? No, I finally understand. No, I finally know what it's like for our poor hungry customers who have their food deliveries delayed.
Excuse me, but this is the chicken kitchen, is it not?
What? Aren't I talking to the police?
The police? Did something happen there you need assistance with?
Something happened to you, ask? More like there's nothing left here. I gotta go.
Wait!
What the fuck is going on there? No, that's someone else.
What's going on? Something, that's what. Something's definitely going on. And that's something that is far from nothing, that's for certain. Thanks for the tea, Chief. I'll be on my way.
You going to Point X?
Point X, eh? I'll leave that to the boys. There's some place else I gotta be.
Inspector, you being there isn't going to change anything. Why put yourself through it?
I have responsibility, and I'm gonna see it through to the end. Besides, it's not quite over yet.
Right, that it's true. Do what you must then. It's not Lynn hype. We have to rescue someone else. Let's go. There's so many things going on right now. There's so many things going on right now. Like, there's just... some shit's happening at Point X. Lynn's there. She didn't show up to Chicken Kitchen, but something's happening at Chicken Kitchen. We're on a... we were shot by Lynn. There's so much shit going on right now. Like, we really just got to the point of the game where it's just like, here's a bunch more mysteries. Fuck answering any questions. Like, here you are. Be overloaded with just what the fuck. Prisoner D99 schedule for tomorrow was blank. Seems like forever ago that I found that out. And now my mind is even blanker than that blackboard was. This was the chapter of, oh shit. Lynn, my only lead, and my partner shot me. What did it all mean? I knew I had to go to get my answers. The Chicken Kitchen, the Point X the police have surrounded, and the place where something big just happened. Or will Lynn be involved this time when I find her there? God, I don't even know. God, I don't even know. Oh, Jesus Christ. So this game's starting to, like, ramp up its oh fuckness for its mysteries, which we already had a lot of to start with. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, well, yeah, this seems like a good spot to end it. Yeah, this seems pretty consistent. I think, I know I was told 3 hours and stuff like that. I think for this game, we're just going to continue doing 3 chapters every stream. That seems to be a pretty solid 3 hours each stream. But yeah, this game is really good. So far. This game's really good so far. Like, solving the puzzles, is fun as hell. Even just like working out how to navigate areas is interesting. I feel like there hasn't been many puzzles so far that feel like the exact same type of puzzle. Like they're based on timing, or just like the way you study your environment and work things out to piece things together feel different to each other, of what you have to do for each things, which is cool and stuff like that. Like working out how to get down to the bottom area by being flushed in the toilet. You have to work out what's actually happening, like why are the papers being flushed down? Oh, they're ringing the bell, and work out, oh, they're ringing the bell to let the guy know to dig out and stuff like that. Like, you've got to examine your surroundings to work out what's going on and things like that. And I feel like so far we've been doing that in pretty different ways each time so far. Which is really interesting. Like, again, the Rube Goldberg thing is just like a very specific, trying to work it out, of why is the Rube Goldberg machine going off and like how to stop it by working out just timing and how to like Rube Goldberg the Rube Goldberg machine and stuff like that. Animation is fantastic as always. Music's fantastic as always. The character dialogue between each other is just really good. And now for like the last half an hour or so, we've just had mysteries just go everywhere, which is really fun. I can, like, obviously don't know how this game goes and from this point onwards, or like anything like that. But so far, I'm very much understanding why people have told me to play this game so far, because damn, it's really good. Because damn, it's really good. But anyway, I am out of here. Next time, we shall go to... Well, we don't have a phone call to point X at the... We don't have a phone call to point X, but we have a phone to the stakeout point, which is where point X is, like, up from above. I mean, we're probably going to be doing Chicken Kitchen, though, because it seems like someone is dead there. But yes, I'm going to end it here. That will be our plan next time, to undo more murders. So, until then, this is Version 2, signing out.